This is the moment for the after the factors. You know what? I'm not even sure if this is working right now. I'm not even sure if this is working right now because I had to unplug a lot of stuff. I had to unplug a lot of stuff. And sometimes when I have to unplug stuff and redo my setup, even when I was back at the old at when I was in another place and time, I every once in a while, even though I wasn't moving from place to place, if I had to redo my setup for whatever reason, I would I would go through moments where people are saying we can't hear you, we can't see you, we don't know what's going on, and I realized it's because I was unplugging and plugging stuff, and it got a little bit complicated. So let me get through this as fast as I possibly can right now. I'm gonna try to not be too talkative right now because I don't want to get distracted. I apologize for the after the factors, but I do appreciate you very much, and I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad that you're seeing me. Um. Uh. So let me put this stuff in real quick so we could get started. Um. Uh. Uh. Again, I apologize. I apologize for being a little bit quiet right here. I'm just, I'm a little bit paranoid. And I want to make sure that I get everything correct for you. I want to make sure that I get everything correct. Um, Let me see here. Okay, I think I'm going in the right direction here. I think I'm going in the right direction. Let me see. Let me get this right here. Okay, and then I gotta go over here. And then I gotta change that. Oh, that doesn't matter, I forgot. Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we go. I'm so excited right now. I'm feeling a little bit funky. I'm feeling butterflies. Um, okay, so now I could update the playlist. Wow, it's been a while since I've been able to click this box right here. Wow, I'm excited right now. Reunited, and it feels so good. You know what I was wondering about? I was actually talking to the after the factors. Before the fact. And one of the things that I was saying right now is that I was a little bit self-conscious because I was redoing my setup here. I was plugging things in, getting all set up because I despise using the word situated. And I was getting all prepared. And because Marilena overuses it. And we had a conversation about that the other day. And I asked her if she had a quota as to how often she had to use the word situated throughout the week. And she didn't appreciate that. So I situated myself over here in my man cave. And I was wondering when I was talking to the after the factors before the fact right now, if you were going to be able to hear me. Because I was talking about how oftentimes, even before the move, before I had to move, when I was in my old even when I was still in place over in a different place in time and I wasn't moving, sometimes I would have to plug and unplug and plug and unplug things because of whatever reason. And a lot of times people will say, we can't hear you, we can't hear you, we can't hear you. And I was wondering, am I gonna come on here and lay some jams and stuff like that for you? And then you're gonna be telling me like 9 minutes in, hey, we can't hear you. And then I realized right now, I started off with this thought, and then I went on for about 9 minutes with it when I could have looked at the chat right away. So there's a high probability, at least possibility, that you guys have been telling me for the last several minutes that you can't even hear me. And now I'm barely going to find out because I took forever to look at the screen. So before I do that, I see that the prelims have ended. Let me click over to the main card that I just purchased. Very legally. I don't even have to play around. You guys know I buy it now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have used a link or two that I didn't have to pay for, but they were always super glitchy, and I ended up with a virus or two. And I can't blame all of those viruses on MMA programs, but I choose to. Come on. You see, I gave Kaimon a heads up. I give Kaimon a key. Kaimon came ready. Kaimon came ready with the staff spray. Man, it's so good to see some of these names in here. The homie Kaimon Melancholy Martial Arts. What's up, Aziz? Angel Padilla. When you least expect, just crawled out from behind the wall. I live because he lives. I can stream tomorrow because he lives. I got Wi-Fi. Because I know David Capico. Javi, you could turn the volume down if you want. I'm going to be letting you know what's going on. And I'm a little bit self-conscious right now. I'm going to be very honest with you. Because I didn't even realize until I went live and I started talking. There is incredible echo in my dojo. And this is something that I'm going to have to address because I do not want to get on the radar. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want people to start asking questions unless they subscribe and they're down. Maybe they want to come be a student. I don't know. But I'm very much aware of my volume and the echo right now. So I might be a little bit subdued here and there. And this is something I'm going to need to take care of. I'm going to have to get some curtains or some San Marcos to staple on the wall or something like that. New dojo, same mojo. That's what's up, Cody. What's up, Christopher? An adaptive for real. We're defying gravity in here, bro. We're defying gravity. I can't even. I'm trying. I can't even. I give up. It don't even matter. I give up. I just got used to handling things with 3 fingers. Thank you for taking care of the spammers. Come on. What's up, oh, 2 of you? Zach of all trades. Look it is very hard for me to control my volume right now. This is something that I'm gonna have to take care of this like tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart. I'm gonna have to go to Goodwill or something, get a bunch of old blankets and staple them on the wall or something like that. Zach of all trades. Thank you. See, the thing that I'm proud of and the thing that I'm very pleased with is that I have a dynamic microphone. I used to use a condenser microphone, and that will pick up everything. If the dude next door farts, you could hear it on the condenser microphone. If I fart, you could hear it on the condenser microphone. Even more so. But on the dynamic microphone, it's more suited to just be like what's right here. Now, if I fart into the microphone with the dynamic microphone, well, then that's different. Then you're going to pick that up. It's going to register very well. But if I do that on another channel, in here, I could hear, because I'm in this room, the terrible echo, and it's making me very self-conscious. But I'm glad that it sounds good on here. I appreciate that. It's so good to see. I want to call you by your legal name, Zach of all trades. You know what, Zach? So I moved to a new pad, right? And there's quite a bit of things going on in our lives right now. A little bit of movement. And one of the things that had to take place with this move is Marilena, because look, there was a lot of back and forth, and we ended up in a place that I was kind of championing for and that I'm pretty pleased with. And one of the things that was going to have to take place is Marilena said, okay, because of the logistical thingalings, you're going to have to cook dinner a lot more. So I said, okay. I could get down with that if we get a grill, get a decent little grill. I could do dinners if we get a grill. I don't know if I could be standing over the stove every day in and day out, but I could stand over the grill. She said, okay, fine. I said, I could get some, some good meats in there, some good chickens in there, some good vegetables in there. Some more meats and some more chickens. Like, I don't know how much you could do with the grill. But I was literally thinking I'm going to start like actively, because we're homies. We go way back. I'm a supporter of Zach of all trades. But I think I might start following like as a consumer and start looking at some of your tactics, some of your strategies, some of your recipes. Because I'm gonna have to become a grill master out of necessity. I'm going to be making dinner probably like 4, maybe 5. We should have lived somewhere else. I'm going to be making dinner like 4 or 5 times a week. So I'm going to need some advice. I'm going to need some tips. I'm going to need some pointers. And I'm going to be watching your videos more than ever and taking notes. So look out for that. I'm probably going to be in your comment section asking you some questions here and there. And if any of you are in situations where you're having to make dinner and maybe you have a grill, you should follow Zach of all trades as well. Not a sponsor. I don't use the word situated nearly enough. There's just certain words that people overuse, and I feel like situated is one of them. Situated is definitely one. Essentially, it's probably the number one in the universe. Overuse, unnecessary. People like to use the word connotation, I've noticed. I noticed a lot of people, it's become very trendy lately, have started talking about juxtaposition. I feel like these things kind of just get thrown into the zeitgeist, and people just think that it was a word that was like just made up and they better grab onto. It's like fetch, they're trying to make it happen. And I'm like, bro, it happened like in the 1800s. You just found out because maybe you read a book or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I love language and vocabulary and just words. I was like, I don't know if I want to share this, but when I was like a little kid, I would when my homies were reading the books in like that class where you just have to sit there and read. I would sometimes just read the dictionary. Like I can't even I love words. So like when people act a certain way about them, it annoys me. So I'm kind of like a word nerd. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a PBS show, Word Nerd. I can't remember, but it sounds familiar. It has a nice ring to it. Okay, loud and clear. Thank you, Angel. Angel commented on my volume about 46 minutes ago. Thank you. I'm trying to catch up right now. I'm not all settled in. There are still several boxes that I'm weaving in and out of throughout the house. I'm very happy with my progress. So last night I stayed up. So look, it's funny. There's parts of this. My old pad was pretty nice. I'm going to be honest with you. Because like I told you before, I got that house when I had a very good job. Almost like, I don't even know if it was within a month or months after that. There were mass layoffs and I was fighting to keep that house forever. But there's parts of this house that I think are nicer. Not all of them, but some. And I'm really happy with some of the things that I think are cool for like Marilena, like certain, spaces that she has now, closet space and stuff like that. And I stayed up late last night. I spent quite a bit of time organizing some of that stuff. All her stuff. I didn't even touch my stuff. I was like organizing all her stuff. And I thought, when she woke up, it was going to be like, oh, and, she was going to be like, hey, I'm indebted to you forever. What could I do? And so on and et cetera. And then today something came up and I got frustrated and I felt like I had to let her know, hey, did you even, because she made a comment about, me, sleeping in here and there. And I let her know, hey, you know why I slept in a little bit this morning? Because I was up, been doing all year. But and she was like, what, doing what? She didn't even notice what I did. And I'm gonna be honest, it hurt. It hurt. It's probably the equivalent of like when they get a haircut or something like that. We don't even notice. Like I put a lot of effort into that. I was like putting her shoes and, this and that and, putting the different drawers and I thought it was going to be like this big old reveal and chale, like she didn't even notice. So I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. And I ain't even going to put none of her stuff away. I'm just going to sleep in just because. But I say all that to say, no, we still have a big mess. There are still a lot of things that we need to find space for because the other place was a lot bigger. We need to find spaces to put things in. I'm weaving in and out of lots of boxes, lots of bags. But I have zero complaints. If the hardest part was the back and forth, the U-Hauls. The problems with the U-Hauls, the having to get multiple U-Hauls and go to different towns to get different U-Hauls, the scheduling dilemmas, it was insane. And then we had to be out of our old pad. Like we had to be out of the old pad like Saturday at 5 p.m. How long has it been? Feels like it's been forever. It was this last Saturday. We had to be out by like 5 p.m. So Friday night, we did an all-nighter. We did not sleep a wink. We just kept going, doing trips back and forth to another town. Not that close. Back and forth trips. And the next day, no. Yeah, this was Friday. Jesse Jr. had a tournament like a couple hours, 2-3 hours away. That he had to be at Saturday, and he was supposed to be there like 8 in the morning. And we're like, this is not making sense. What are we going to do? So I was going back and forth all night, never slept. Same thing with Marilena. And then I had to take Jesse Jr. without sleeping, which was probably stupid because I was tired. She stayed back. She was doing everything by herself. Had her sister come help her, blah, blah, blah. It was crazy. So she barely finished everything, left the key at like 4:30. We're supposed to be out by 5. It was crazy. Nobody was sleeping. We kind of hibernated the next day or two. Then we didn't have Wi-Fi for days. Man, I felt like I was living like a cowboy out here. We were out here trying to find like barbecue squirrels and stuff like that. Like it was crazy living without Wi-Fi, bro. Actually, like talking to your family and stuff, I didn't know what to do.
We are family.
So,
my homies with me.
What's up, Drew? Thanks for being you. What's up, Drew? I want to thank you for being you, Drew.
Family.
What's up, Drew has been an unbelievable contributor and supporter and homie to the channel. I want to thank you. Thank you very much. Like, I can't. You know what? All this moving that I've done, moving and cleaning and driving it. I've listened to so many podcasts, so many podcast episodes the last couple weeks, and it is disturbing. It is disturbing how many annoying ad reads they have, and they're lifeless. They don't care. At least when I would do the Ridge Wallet and stuff, I would try to have fun with it. I would try to make it content. I would try to make it watchable. But these ad reads are unbearable, and they're like the funniest people on the podcast. They're the most entertaining people. But the ad reads, like they're not even trying. And I'm telling you this to let you know, people like you that show up and contribute and care about the life, the continuance of the channel. It's everything. You are what allows me to do this and tell Marilena and my family, hey, this makes sense. Hey, I'm gonna go away and do this thing right now, but here's why it makes sense. So, you know, I don't have a bunch of sponsors and advertisers and stuff like that, but the fact that there's loyal homies out there, it's the only thing that keeps me on here. And I'm not saying that like, I'm just saying it like because YouTube, I don't have sponsors or advertisers or YouTube pay, you know, so you guys literally sustain all of this. So it's just crazy watching all those things and what people, like I'm talking about famous people that are driving like Bugattis and living in mansions and stuff. They're doing ad reads. It's like, you fools don't have enough money? I can't even comprehend it. These people that you know are multi-millionaires. It's like, what kind of lifestyle are you guys pursuing that is still not enough? That you have to do all these and like, I don't know. I just feel like if I had just enough, I would just get my property paid off and I'm good. You know, all I got to do is pay for groceries every week or whatever. Live off my land. But like, I don't understand what these people need to sustain. Why would they keep doing that? And even if you're going to make the content, like I could see, like even if I had all the money in the world, I would still create because that's what makes me happy. It gives me purpose, you know? But I wouldn't be doing ad reads every 10 minutes. Like, what's the point? It just makes it like, it just looks tacky, man. Thank you, What's Up, Drew. Bro, I completely forgot about safety. You go, wait, do you say it before or after you fart? You say it after, right? You go, safety, right? I think it's after. Only farts. Okay, hold on. I'm super behind. Angel Padilla. Wait a minute. Is it not doing the sound? I didn't hear any air horns. Is it doing the sound effects for you guys? There's no way on our day back it's going to be acting like this. There's no way. Angel Padilla made a Made a deal. Steaks headed your way. Send. Oh. That's right. Oh man. Oh yeah. Just that'll pair real nice with my grill, bro. Okay, I'll do that, bro. Oh man. Oh man. Hey, if it's too crazy, you could just pretend that the email got lost on the way, and don't even trip. I don't want to put pressure on you, or you could just send me a real thin cut or something like that. I don't want to put you out, bro. I appreciate that though. I'll send it your way. That's cool. Maybe it makes it all worth it. MF Doc Love. MF Doc Love just came through with a self-inflicted membership, and I want to say thank you. It's my own fault. I haven't been active in any form. I did a little short yesterday for the members tab, but I haven't streamed and stuff like that for like a week. It feels like it's been months. Maybe it's because I'm in a whole new setting, location. It feels a little bit funky right now, to be very honest with you. But I think it's been like a week and a half or something like that. And it feels like it's been a while since I've experienced not only a membership, but a self-inflicted membership. MF Dog Love, that's very special. Thank you. Thank you for joining the family. ARJR721 is in the dojo. What's up, dojo? Just finished 15 hours. Bro. Doing that overtime, perfect end to a long day, bro. And I want to say thank you. I was just talking about how I haven't even streamed for like a week and a half. It feels like a couple years. It feels weird right now, in a good way. And ARJR721, maybe 2 days ago, one, and then like 4 days ago, another one. ARJR721 was still shooting money to the PayPal. I wasn't even live. I wasn't even active. For all ARJR721 knew, I moved off to Cabo or something like that. Found a place over there, never to return, never to go live again. No Wi-Fi. And he's still just. And I just want to say thank you. And I believe he deserves to be shouted out for that. Thank you very much. And you, yeah. Yeah, Christopher Keefe. Marilena was telling me when? Because we can't stay here forever. We're renting right now. But she said when we do this again, we are getting some kind of movers. Some kind of move. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I was trying to be a gentleman, but it was frustrating. When you get big, like bulky, awkward shaped items that you literally can't carry yourself, and you have to have someone on the, like, let's say you're carrying something like 6 feet long, and you have to have like Marilena can't do nothing, bro. And I was getting frustrated. I was trying to keep my cool.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
So yeah, next time I was losing my beanie with her, bro. I was like, when we get to the new place, you gotta get some kettlebells or something. You need to start working out.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Oh, you thought I forgot the second camera? You thought I wasn't gonna set it up? What you think this is?
Cause I got all my homies with me.
You thought I was going to leave. Hey, no cameras left behind. No cameras left behind. Now, it is a little bit dark. I do need to get a light or something like that.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I need to go to Home Depot or something. I don't know. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Marloca, the official prima of the Mexican martial arts. Look, there were different people. There were different people that reached out to me during my absence, and I'm not going to name them all right now. You know who you are. I just want to say there were different people, kind-hearted people that reached out and just wanted to know how I was doing, wanted to know if things were going all right, wanted to make sure everything was all good. And that means so much, because sometimes when you're on this side of the camera, it feels like as long as you're doing a certain thing consistently and giving whatever people want, then they're there for you. And the moment you stop, you're dead to them. There's that fear. And for real, that has happened with a lot of people. If I'm not standing in front of a brick wall with Flaco, or if I'm not sitting in front of whatever, a piano, a black couch or whatever, talking about Conor McGregor or Israel Adesanya, people are out, I'm dead to them. But then there were people over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it's been, when I've been going through all this, doing all this moving. Hey, that looked like a video game. Are you guys watching the fight? That camera work was crazy. And I'm not sure if it's good or bad. It felt weird. I like disappeared. I wasn't uploading. I wasn't streaming. I wasn't doing anything. And that's like the perfect time for people to be like, well, time to find another channel. I don't know what this dude's doing. People get the shortest attention spans. They move on. They find other. But no, the people from this community, I had several people that emailed just like homies, just like one of your dear friends would message you. And it felt so good to know that people feel the way that they do. So I just want to say I appreciate all of you. Primo, we missed you so much. You had me waiting till 2 a.m. yesterday. Hi, everyone in the dojo. I apologize profusely. Maraloka, I apologize. Now, shoot. So look, I kind of put it out there I believe I put it out there into the universe yesterday that I was wanting to do a stream yesterday, like maybe like a test stream, because I knew I wanted to stream today, and I kind of wanted to test the waters and make sure everything was going to go smoothly, make sure the Wi-Fi worked and everything. I am like super crazy, pleasantly surprised right now that the Wi-Fi is working. I had to get Starlink. Long story short, we had a lot of conversations with different companies, and we were not sure how things were going to go with the Wi-Fi. I'm feeling like it's like even better than at my old pad. I can't even I thought being here in this thing that I'm in and everything, I thought it was going to be very sketchy, and it looks like a fantastic signal. Like this is I kind of forgot about it till right now, because I was very hesitant and worried about it before I went live. And then I kind of went live and forgot about it because it was just everything was happening so fast. But now that we're here, it's like, oh, snap, is working beautifully. So this is a big relief. But I was going to stream, and then things for other reasons did not go as smoothly as I thought they would yesterday. I had to, and again, I've gotten so distracted since the stream started, and we're talking about other stuff now. Getting kind of paranoid again. I had to kill a lot of Black Widows in here earlier. A lot. And I can't even imagine how it would have gone if I tried to stream in here last night. I had to spend hours in here today, just spraying and sweeping and using the blower and wiping, and it was intense. So last night I was like, you know what, this isn't gonna work out. And what I did instead, I don't know if you saw it, Maraloka, I just did a stream. This guy Joe Pfeiffer looks like he could be like Dustin Gaethje's brother or something. Like, and I'm not just being like basic, I'm not saying, oh, he's a white guy. I'm saying like there's a likeness. Like they feel like they could be like, they'd be in a family photo together, whether they're cousins, brothers, I don't know, nephews. You know how like when you have a certain kind of family, like I have uncles that are younger than me. You know how that goes? It's crazy. But I do apologize, Maraloka. I was going to, and then the day didn't go correctly. And then I was like, I'm going to do a short instead. I want to kind of introduce the dojo. I apologize. ARJR721 just gifted. Well, I think this was about an hour ago. I'm a little bit behind. ARJR721 just gifted 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. 10 Mets. It's been a while since I've had that ring to my ears. 10 Mexican martial arts. And I don't know if you guys understand this. Every time somebody gifts a number like this, like 10, that's like, I think I'm trying to do my math here. That's like $50. $50 is a fat chunk of change right there. $50? $50? Next time you're at the stoplight and you see the homeless dude right there, give him $50. No, you don't want to? Because that's a lot of money, huh? 50. Whoa, look at, what the heck? That dude moves pretty slick right there. Dean Thomas didn't want none of that. Dean Thomas was trying to get far away from that. Hey, why does Mark Zuckerberg look like he shrunk? He looks weird. Maybe that dude next to him was too big or something. He looked funny right now. He looked little. He looked like he was shrinking. Hold up. I'm just looking at the celebrities that they're showing right now in the crowd. Sometimes they leave the camera on a little too long. You don't got like Tom Cruise or something? Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. They're a little bit, I felt like they were a little bit too animated to be Mormon. Is that like a new thing? It's crazy how Mackenzie Dern went from being like the most likable, lovable, beloved person in the UFC to like one of the most like I feel like she's almost as like you could put her in a poll, like who would you rather have lunch with, her or Nina Drama? Like, aren't they both kind of, I don't know. Is it just me? ARJR721 coming in with 10 Mexican martial arts memberships is unbelievable. Thank you. That's a lot of guacamole. Now, I don't even know if Nicola's here right now, but Nicola was just gifted a membership. Nicola, Zach Rucker, the homie Zach Rucker. The DJE show, Hans Kim, Chris Riddy, Daniel Miranda, A-Rod, K13, Dustin Jurado, and Frank James. Congratulations. Please don't forget to scope my membership perks tab for all the behind-the-scenes stuff that I have put there, not visible to the general public. Thank you, ARJR721.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I'm so behind. David Capico has been a member for 53 months. 53. Do we have any contenders? 53 months is insane. What's up, Mona Kenny? What's up, bud? Lord Racer. ARJR721, gotta get those likes up. If you got gifted, hitting the likes is mandatory. Yeah, don't be a freeloader. Like, I don't want that for you. Cause I got all my homies with me. Beto has been a member for 12 months. We've been doing it a year. 12 months. 12 months is no small task. 12 months is a long time to spend with me. I know I'm not the most easy person to spend 12 months with. Marilena tells me all the time. Thank you, Beto. Thank you. MF Doc Love just joined the YouTube membership. It was a self-inflicted membership. And then just came through gifting 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Just joined. willingly, of their own volition, they just raise their hand and say, I want some of that. I want in the family. And then bless 10 other individuals with the same thing. Unbelievable.
We are
Thank you.
family.
MF, Doc
I
Love.
got all my homies with me.
Congratulations, Javi. Legend 354. The Gout Trout. XMPE. Johan. Nate Dubia. The Indescribable Octoman. Matt B. Robert Carr. And Big Sancho. Don't forget to scope that membership perks tab. In the name of MF Doc Love, thank you. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Again, that's a lot of guacamole. This is what keeps the wheels moving. I just finished writing right before we had to start moving a script that I was very proud of. A script that is now about something that's kind of old, to be very honest with you. But I'm very proud of the script, and I thought it was good. And I have to do it. I have to do it against my own. Like a lot of the time, I won't allow myself to do something like that because I feel stupid. I'm like, no, the time has passed. It's too old now, but I have to because I'm very pleased with the script. So I have a script sitting there that I'm going to write. And yeah, a couple things I want to tackle. And the generosity of people like you is what allows me to fill in those gaps so that I can confidently work on those videos. Again, that I know that YouTube's not going to pay me for. So when you guys just come through showing love like this, it makes me confident and be like, oh, snap, I could just take time to make a good video now. Thank you, MF Doc Love. Heck yeah, Shake, for real. Marloca also gifted 5 memberships. Continuously nurturing the community. Marloca just welcomed in with Tom's White Hopan, the great Boppolini, Kari B. Gotti, or just like Carl. I apologize. You are a man. Carl B. Il est. Lupo and Royce Black. Thank you. Thank you, Marloca, for blessing these people and for causing our paths to cross in this family. Thank you. You just extended the family tree. Zach of all trades is flexing. Oh. Zach of all trades just came in like Big Papa Pump right now. Dang, 61 months. This is unprecedented. It's unprecedented. I haven't been here 61 months. I can't even. 61 months. We're not even the same people that we were 61 months ago. You know how like you shed your flesh like a little lizard? You know how like you get new skin? Like we're not even the same. When he tapped join, it wasn't even the same finger. 61 months. Unbelievable. And I could say I knew him when. I didn't jump on the bandwagon, Zach. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when you started having your barbecue in the stores and stuff like that. I've been knowing you. Remember that. I've been on that Zach attack train. I've been eating Zach's beef jerky before the masses, before it was mass produced at Whole Foods. We go way back. What's up, Drew? That's you. That's you right there, bro. That's you right there. What's up, Drew? Hitting me with another big 20. Just slapping me across the face with a 20 like them little tortilla videos. Thank you. Thank you, what's up, Drew. We're just getting warmed up, bro. We're just getting warmed up. You are correct. Agon. Agon. Sending love. That's it, papash. That's... Wait, why is it making that weird little... Were you trying to send a photo and it didn't want to let you? Why is it doing that? Sending love, that's it, papash. It says object. What kind of photo is that? Why is it doing that? The message. That's the message. Also, Merab by spinning tornado kick. Yeah, I like Merab a lot. I like Merab a lot. I've always thought that Corey Sandhagen was kind of annoying. When he came on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple months ago or whatever it was, a few months ago, it kind of made me like him a little bit. And I got mad at myself. It kind of humanized him a little bit. It's like when Jimmy Fallon was playing with Donald Trump's hair, you know? That's how I felt about Sandhagen on the JRE podcast. But I love Merab. I love Merab. I think he's hilarious. I think he's a machine. I think he works hard for it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Spinning tornado kick will be amazing. I hope so. Thank you, papash. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I received that love. I appreciate you, bro. Merab by spinning tornado. You called it. You called it. Hey, I'm tripping over here about these Black Widows now. You guys reminded me. At least I got a beanie on. I also, do you want... What the heck, man? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold up. I have to respond to this. I have to respond to this. I guess I just owe you $5 then, period. No, period. That sounds disgusting, period. Did you get my watermelon? Question mark. Do they sell something fruity to drink? Question mark. Don't they have good lemonade or something like that? Question mark. I'll just get the biggest lemonade then, period. I apologize. I'm having to work out some logistical things right now. Well, what do you want? Because we could just... I'm not hungry, period. I just want my fruit, period. Get some strawberries too, period. I get like a sweet tooth. Like I feel like I need something sweet. And I've been telling Marilena I need like a good watermelon. And the other day she went to like Target or something and got me some funky little, I thought it was a melon. But apparently there's something called like a baby watermelon or like a little watermelon. It was like a circle. It was like a ball. And I cut it open. And she gets offended real easy. So I was telling her how badly I've been wanting a watermelon. I love watermelons, by the way. I don't know if we've talked about this. I could eat a watermelon every day. I love watermelons. And she said they weren't in season. And she bought me this little baby one that was like a little round ball. And I cut it open and I ate it. And my comment to her was, and it was not that aggressive. I just thought it was a little animated. And I was emoting a little bit because I was frustrated. And I said something along the lines of, I think you accidentally bought me a decorative fruit because it tastes like garbage. And now that I'm hearing it out loud, I could see how she could have taken that the wrong way. But I kind of thought it was funny. But I was trying to tell her, you know, it's like the ones that you put like when you're staging like a house and you just put it in the bowl just for looks. I told her, I think you gave me one of those because this doesn't taste like, it doesn't taste edible. And she got a little bit sad because she was like, oh, I was just trying to get, you know, I thought you didn't have it and I was trying to get you, you know, the second best thing. And I get angry when I'm hungry, I guess. And my desire for watermelon has not been satiated in a few weeks. I want to say, I saw something come through right now. Hey, okay. So ARJR721 just sent $50 to the PayPal. He just sent $50 to the PayPal. Oh, snap. The fight's over? That seemed very anticlimactic. The fight was over? I thought someone got hit in the groin or something. Okay, so I guess from Josh Emmett, there was a verbal tap right now. Oh, snap. Wow. Wow. Well, anyway. Hey, so how come it took Ilia Tapoera like 7 rounds to beat Emmett and this dude did it like this? How come we don't give this dude to Tapoera? Wow. ARGR721 just sent $50 to the PayPal and he says for some paint. Now, I'm content with this. I think it serves its purpose. But let me ask you guys, because I actually don't know. When you're a renter, no, they said you can't. They said we can't. That's the difficult thing for me about being a renter. It's very much like, what can I do? What can I do? Can I install something here? Can I paint something? And I believe on our thing it says no painting. So I don't think we could paint anything. We might be able to get away with some touch-ups here and there because I am very picky about stuff like that. And I was kind of frustrated because there was different areas that the paint looked a little chipped. And I was like, you guys, oh, this dude's trying to pick up Joe Rogan, or what's he trying to do? Joe Rogan didn't seem to love that. Joe Rogan did not seem to love that. I think that dude was trying to pick him up and Joe was trying to like stand his base. So yeah, there was some spots where I was like, I would really like to touch up these areas because it looks kind of ugly. And they're in some main areas. And I thought you guys could have done a better job of fixing this paint. But yeah, in a garage, well, this ain't a garage. I've said too much already. But thank you, ARGR721. You're the homie that keeps on giving. I don't even know what to say to you. I'm very thankful for you, bro. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Recovery RC. Recovery RC just became a member on Patreon. And I don't know if you're here in the chat right now or if you just watched one of my videos that was plugging the Patreon. But every time I get a new patron, it's like a unicorn. Like, that's a rare breed right there. And I'm very thankful for it. Thank you very much, Recovery RC. That's unique right there. And I also... I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do right now because I have a very humble person. I have a very humble person who has told me on multiple occasions that when they come through and show their generosity, that they don't want me to really say anything about it. And that I don't need to shout it out and I don't need to make a big deal about it. And I'm torn about that because I know some people are just super humble and I feel like they really deserve to be shouted out. But, in some cases, I feel like people really mean what they say, and I want to respect that. And it's difficult for me. It's difficult for me because I want to give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? So for that person that just did that, I want to say thank you very much. That was extremely significant, which makes it even harder for me not to say anything. It was extremely significant, and it means a lot. I will say something. When I have a gap in stuff like this, like I had a little bit of a mental crisis several nights ago. When I don't do stuff like this for a week, 2 weeks, it kind of gets in my beanie, and I feel like, can I replicate that? Like, how things went so good in August? It really made Marilena a believer, like for real, because she wasn't before. Because it had been just like letdown after letdown after letdown and so on and etc. But she became a believer in August. And like when I go on like a little cold streak, like I did in September, because that's when it became real and we started moving a lot of stuff and taking stuff to storage and all that. Whenever I have a moment, Cash Patel, I thought he was gonna get booed like crazy. Whenever I have a gap in my productivity, it makes me feel like, is it over? Am I ever going to be able to do it again? Can I go back? Are they still going to be there? Are they still going to care about me? Did they forget about me? And, yeah, this unnamed person, when people continue to come through like this, it's like, okay. They're still there. They still care about the channel. It's not over. I was panicking a little bit. I remember I was in the living room with Marilena like 6 nights ago. I don't know. And I felt like I hadn't streamed them forever. And I told her, I felt like when Rocky was talking to Adrian about that, he's like, I can't beat him. I can't beat Apollo. I can't do it. And I was telling her, I was like, I think it's over. Like, I feel like I haven't streamed them forever. I think August was a fluke. I don't know if I still got it. I don't know. Like, I feel like I haven't done anything, and maybe I should just go look for something. And she's like, no, you're fine. It's going to be okay. And I was like, oh, snap. This is new. Usually she's like, yeah, burn everything down. This isn't working. And she was trying to talk some sense to me. I was like, where is this coming from? So that made me feel good. And I just, yeah, thank you. Thank you. James. Hey, James just came through with the slap down 10 big ones. $10 weenies for them Costco weenies. Thank you, James. Thank you, bro. ARJR721 in the super chat as well. GM ordered, but better. ATF and under the beanie shirts from Fourth Wall Express should be here Thursday. Let's go.
We are family. Cause I
got all my homies with me. ARJR, I'm almost positive you're the very first person that ordered an ATF shirt. I'm almost positive. So you just made history. You are a legend in more ways than one. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, for the after the factors, the loyal of the loyal, the people that come through and watch these long-winded streams after the fact, when there's not even the adrenaline, when there's not even the high of everyone being here in the moment, chopping it up, telling jokes, having a good time all together. People that do it after, after they wake up, when they're on the commute, when they're on the long shift or whatever. I made a shirt for you guys. It says ATF and it has a whole, you got to go check it out. Let me see if, I think it's right here. Let me see if I could post it for you. So in the front, it shows the after the factor thing. And in the back, it talks about the replay crew. But I made that shirt specifically for the ATFers. And I believe you're the first one that has ever ordered one. So you are a legend. You are officially, well, again, in more ways than one, because you've already been a legend. Thank you for doing that, ARJR.
We are family.
I was proud of that shirt. And I was like, I feel like people will appreciate this. I feel like it's kind of cool. And then I don't think I even plugged it once. So maybe that's my fault. Because I felt kind of bummed out. I felt like people didn't like it. But I never even talked about it. Nobody even knew it was there.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Unbelievable. Mackenzie Dern's daughter doesn't even like her. She's always like,
Cause I got all my homies with me.
she's always trying to force her to be right there with her. And her daughter always looks all checked out. Like she does not want to be there. She just wants to be with dad.
Family.
She always looks so irritated when she's around Mackenzie Dern. Thank you, Billy the Kidder. Thank you. It feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back. James, Alex by spinning toe hold. Hey, that would make it worth it. I'm gonna say right now, I am not. I will elaborate right now. I believe I'm rooting for Magomedov. But if Pereira were to win by spinning toe hold, that would make it worth it. That would make Pereira winning worth it. I'm watching the trailer of the Smashing Machine. I'm not trying to be annoying, but I kind of can't believe everyone's acting as crazy as they are about this performance. Like the Rock looks like Shrek. Like everyone, like, oh, whatever. Maybe I'll watch it and it'll be amazing and I'll love it and it'll be good. Like I plan to watch it. I want to watch it. But he looks like Shrek. Like it looks like the worst. Like it looks like a terrible, like, I don't know. It looks like a goofy makeup job. I don't know. But like I haven't, maybe other people have. I haven't heard anybody call that out. I haven't heard anybody, like everyone's just saying how amazing it is, how perfect, it was a work of art, and he portrayed him so, but I think it looks like a goofy makeup job. I don't know. Like right now, Joe Rogan is literally saying that he should win an Academy Award, and maybe he should. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I see it, I just feel like this looks ridiculous. Jay Smith has been a member for 16 months. That means there was 1 month where he was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to look at some behind the scenes stuff, see how I feel about it. And then 15 months after that, 15 consecutive months, he continued to say, you know what? I want another month and another one and another one and another one. He's the DJ Khaled of the Mexican martial arts. He just kept saying another one, another one. And he could have easily dipped out. He could have said, you know what? This ain't worth it. I could do something else. With this. Chale, he said, I'm going to stay inside in the innards of this community. I appreciate you, Jay Smith, for real. I know how significant that is. ARJR721, yo, a live and a foot rub from the wife. Sweet. At first I was like, hey, bro, I didn't promise no foot rubs, bro. I don't know. That's beautiful though. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm very torn about that because, you know, a foot rubs, it sounds like a very relaxing thing. But I also don't like people touching my feet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, like, I would love to get like a foot massage, but I don't know how to ever get to that point. I don't know how to get there, you know? I always feel like if it was like a old Asian dude, and I'm talking about the kind of Asian that like legitimately doesn't even know English. Like, and you know, there's no way that we could relate to each other. There's no way that we could become human to each other. He ain't gonna ask me if we should like go bowling or something like that. Like, I'm saying there's this disconnect. He's like, we're not even quite even human to each other. You know what I'm saying? He has one purpose and that's it. It's transactional. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe. But I feel like with Marilena, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's too intimate. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. Like, I had 3 hours to kill the other day. I had to drop off my car somewhere and I had 3 hours to kill. And I checked on the maps thing and it said if I were to just walk home, it would take me 1 hour and 34 minutes. And I started walking. I was like, hey, that's cool. I mean, I used to run longer than that. I thought it's kind of a hot day. I'll get a good sweat. I'm just going to put on a podcast and I'm going to walk. But then after I went, you know, quite a ways, which was annoying. After I went quite a ways, I realized, wait a minute. I have 3 hours to kill. Some of you are ahead of me. Some of you did the math. I had 3 hours to kill. My home was 1 hour and 34 minutes away. I started walking. I said, I'm going to go home for a little bit. After I had trekked quite a ways, I realized, wait a minute. If I walk all the way home, the second I get home, I have to start walking back. And I'll already be 8 minutes late. Back to the place where I was supposed to be. Because I had 3 hours to kill. And I had 1 hour and 34 minute walk. I'm better at math than you thought I was, right? So if I walked all the way home, and as soon as I touched the door, walked back, I'm already 8 minutes late. So I realized that doesn't make sense. So then I wanted to go to an escape room. Because we talked about this last time. I can't even explain to you how much I love escape rooms. I would go every day if I could. If they had enough rooms, I'd go every day. I love puzzles. I love escape rooms. Long story short, they didn't open till hours later. I was too early. So then, what was I talking about? Oh, massages. I walked past a massage place. And I was like, I had the thought, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I was the kind of dude that would just walk in there into like a sketchy massage parlor and just get a massage? Like, what kind of dude is that? Like, they have to exist for those businesses to keep going, right? Like, imagine that. Like, I don't know if any of you are here in the chat, but imagine that. Like, there's a type of guy. There is a type of dude living, breathing out there that keeps those places in business. Like, he's just driving down the street. He's coming home from work. He's going to file his taxes, whatever. And he sees a massage parlor and he says, you know what? I'm going to go there. That's a dude that exists. And I was thinking, I still had, at that time, I had like 2 hours and 20 minutes to kill or something like that. I was like, what if I just went in there and got a massage? But you know what? I was thinking, I'm going to ask for an old Asian dude that doesn't speak English. Because I wouldn't even want to get massaged by Louis. Like, it's just too, I don't get down like that, you know? I'm not that type of dude. Like, I ain't even going to leave that door open. So I thought, what if I go in there and I ask for a dude? But then I thought, well, then I could go in the other direction. Because, you know, it makes sense to me, and I'm sure it makes sense to a lot of you that I didn't want a lady because I don't get down like that. Like, I'm very like Khabib Nurmagomedov in that way, right? Like, I have no business touching a lady. She has no business touching me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I move, how I operate. But I think if I go in there proactively asking for a man, proactively asking for an Asian man that doesn't know English, I'm going to give them the wrong idea. Not only because it's a man. If I ask for an Asian man, that's a little too Pacific already, even though it's a technicality because they're all going to be Asian anyway. But then beyond that, when I ask for one that does not know English, they're going to be like, wait, is he trying not to incriminate himself? Does he want someone that doesn't speak English so that he can't testify against him? Because what if this dude's a weirdo and he plans on doing some sketchy stuff and he doesn't want this dude to be able to articulate what went down? So I started overthinking it. And then another thing, I love massages. Like, I love going to the dentist. I like getting a haircut. I like being attended to, you know? But I don't like taking off my clothes. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna ask for an older like I don't want a 26-year-old Asian dude. Not a child. That's a little bit like, he has too much ambition and stuff in life. Still, he's still gonna be a little bit too enthusiastic. I need a dude that's kind of giving up. I need a dude like in his late 50s. So I was thinking I'm gonna have to go in there. I'm gonna ask for an older Asian dude that doesn't know English, and I need this dude to know that I ain't gonna take my clothes off. And I just felt like I'm asking for too much right now. I'm gonna raise some red flags. It's gonna get complicated. They're probably gonna overcharge me. And then if I get a dude that doesn't know English, once we get toward the end, he may not understand when it comes time for him to need to understand that I just plan on leaving with an indifferent type of ending, if you know what I'm saying. I don't need any kind of communication breakdown when he's trying to go left and I'm trying to go right. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go sit at Starbucks for a little bit. And anyway, that's just my response to your foot massage, ARJR721. And I'm very, I live vivaciously through you, and I wish that I could, comfortably get that type of, love and attention from my lady. But, until I, heal from within and find out how to engage in that type of intimate behavior, I will yearn for an older Asian man that does not speak English and is willing to allow me to leave my clothes on. So I will live vivaciously through you. Carlos has been a member for a month, and we've only just begun to live. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Look up the Carpenters, bro. They'll heal your heart. Can't Racer slapping down $20 for them Costco weenies. You just keep doing you, GM. All things work for good, brother. I believe it, bro. I believe it. And sometimes, and a lot of times, it just comes and takes me by surprise and reminds me, oh yeah, that is the case, isn't it? Thank you, bro. You are correct. Mar Loca coming in with 5 Mexican martial arts memberships gifts. That must have been that song that I heard like an hour and a half ago. Thank you, Mar Loca. Mar Loca has just blessed Sunside World, Cool Burn, TV's Mark Francis, Baki Hanma, and Thal. Don't forget to scope the membership perks tab for them goodies not available to the Jam Pop. Thank you, Mar Loca. Jay Smith sent 50 comments. You didn't mention me one time. 50 comments? Sent 50 comments. You didn't mention me one time. Sent 50 comments. Are you talking about YouTube comments? I'm gonna be honest. If is that a typo? Did you mean comments? I try not to be like I have a funny relationship with comments. I would like to be very active with the comments for the people that I know and care about and that are around a lot, because it means a lot to me to make sure that I'm engaged with them. But at the same time, sometimes I look at comments and they frustrate me and they make me regret that I looked at them. So a lot of the time I have comments turned off. I have on my Instagram, I have notifications turned off on everything pretty much. And sometimes I'll turn them on because I feel like I need to be active for the algorithm. But if that's what you meant, that's what that is. Billy the Kidder, here's to starting October. Yes. And you know what? I'm kind of dumb. I'm like a New Year's resolution kind of minded person sometimes. And it's like, oh, it's already the 4th. It's too late. I need next month in November. I'm going to go hard starting the 1st. And I need to stop it. We need to just go hard from this point on right here. We just need to do good from this point on right here. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Billy the Kidder. All right, let me give you some of this play-by-play, some of this colorful commentary. I'm going to get back to the donations right now. I don't want to leave anybody out. We are looking at Prochazka versus Rountree. We are in round 1. There's 4:45 left. It barely started. Little leg kick from Prochazka. I love Rountree. I do not dislike Prochazka at all. I got nothing against him, but I love Rountree. I'm still getting over the fact that there is no D in his name. For many years, I thought his name was Rountree. It's kind of like the Bearstein Bears kind of a thing where like I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is reality, and I kind of don't believe it. But that's not the point right now. I really like Rountree, and I would love to see him win this so that he could get another title shot. I feel like Prochazka is kind of always just going to be beloved for his crazy style, his warrior spirit, some of his highlights, and people are just going to be in his corner no matter what. But Rountree, I'm not even familiar what their ages are, to be honest. I think Rountree's older. I think this is kind of like the atmospheres. This is kind of like his final title run, even though that's like not really a fair thing to assume because everybody's track is different. Anything could happen, you know. You can't count on anything. So, I mean, what I'm seeing, there's like a lot of Prochazka's kind of doing what and I know I've talked about this with you before, what Justin Poirier called out about Max Holloway a while back. Prochazka seems very timed right now. The way he's bouncing like a video game character, it feels like he's very, very easy to read right now. And then when he does decide to throw something, he does like a very definitive stop and then doesn't set it up and just throws like telegraphing. Like it looks very basic, what he's doing right now. Rountree looks very composed, very much in control. Prochazka just looks sloppy. Let me try to be a little bit more specific on what they're actually doing for you right now. I'm trying to do the play-by-play and colorful commentary at the same time. It's a little bit complicated. So we got Rountree in the southpaw stance. Prochazka on the orthodox standing on the monster can. He kind of slipped right now, kind of lost his footing. Very low hands from Prochazka. Nice high body kick from Rountree. They're playing a little bit of patty cake right now with 2:20 left in the first round. Nice leg kick from Rountree. He's, as far as I'm aware, it seems like he's made more contact. Seems like he's been a little bit more active. Prochazka has just done a lot of jumping around and maybe like feinting and trying to test the reflections of Rountree. But I believe Rountree has landed more. Patty cake right now. Rountree wants a leg kick. Prochazka wasn't quite there this time with 1:47 left in round 1. Nice little combo from Rountree. One high, one to the body. It looked like it phased Prochazka. I didn't know if he was going to call a groin shot or something for a while. Prochazka is like super, super red near the liver area. Super. That's probably why he got stunned for a little bit. Super red. Then he threw a flying knee to Rountree. Rountree didn't even really react to it. And then he landed another one. I think it was a left hook to Prochazka. And that really made him lose his footing as well. It's not looking good for Prochazka right now with 1:11 left in round 1. So DC and Rogan called out right now too that Prochazka is slipping a little bit. As I noticed earlier, there's something going on with his patas. He's perspiring from his patas or something. Maybe he's a nervous foot sweater. I don't know. We're getting some good roundhouses from Rountree. He's just throwing with full intent. And Rountree keeping the hands down and stuff like that, as it, just being his style, does not seem to be, catching him quickly enough. And a good amount of those hands are landing from Rountree. 33 seconds left in round 1. To be honest, Prochazka does not seem to be interested in doing anything other than bouncing around and getting his steps and getting his heart rate up in this fight. Very interesting. I can't tell if Prochazka has a wedgie, a hurt leg. He's moving funny. Those were some beautiful hands that landed from Rountree right now. Prochazka's trying to compensate, smile, and come forward, playing mental games, but those landed solid, man. Those landed so good. So good. That's got to be bad for the mental state of Prochazka. James wore my MMA shirt to the store yesterday and it got shouted out, and I live in a small town. No way, bro. Wore my MMA shirt to the store yesterday and it got shouted out, and I live in a small town. I'm gonna screenshot this, bro. Oh, I loved it. That's why I love it so much when people get merch. Cause you know the merch, it's not the biggest, most gigantic, you know, it's not all marked up like crazy. It's just like representing, you know, you guys being those, you know, that guerrilla marketing out there and helping represent and stuff like that. And other people noticing, that's huge, man. Jay Smith, wrong. I missed a month or it'd be 7 years in a row. Jay Smith, it did you like that? That's what it did to me when I was supporting Sensei Seth. I missed and I didn't renew it in time. Oh, man. Hey, we know though, Jay Smith. Oh, I felt bad, bro. I wasn't even close to being 7 years on mine. So for you to lose out on 7 years like that because YouTube did you dirty, I'm sorry, bro. We know. 7 years, bro. Just the fact that you've been around here, though, bro, that's crazy. Round 2, 4:44 left in the round. Prochazka's trying some spinning stuff, but you just don't do it. You just don't do it. It's the exception. I know we got highlight reels with spinning stuff. That's always going to be there. We're always going to talk about it. It's always going to be funny or whatever. It's always going to be a meme. But at the end of the day, hey, even at the beginning of the day, you do not want to turn your back to your opponent. That's just self-defense 101. You just don't do it. Prochazka was turning around and trying to do all this stuff, and Rountree was just pop, just socking him in the kidneys. You just don't do it, man. Even Dean Thomas, you know, I don't typically agree with Dean Thomas, but I mean, everyone's talking about Jerry's legs. Something seems funky. I don't know if he had leg day yesterday. I don't know if he's trying out some new brand of chonies tonight or what. I don't know what's going on, but his lower body work looks funky. He's slipping. I don't know if he got a rash. Maybe he's chafing. I don't know. I was chafing when we moved. I was doing like 2 billion steps a day and I was chafing hard, bro. It's painful. So that might be, maybe Prochazka just moved.
We are family. Cause I got all my homies
3:33 left in round 2. Rountree's continuing to do work. Nice left to the body there. Rountree's trying to throw those hammer fists again. So everybody's chiming in from Twitter and everybody's saying the same thing. It looks like round 1 went to Rountree. So a little right hand got through from Prochazka, and then Rountree landed a right. And I don't know if Prochazka lost his footing and it affected him, or if he was just trying to do some funky head movement or what. But it definitely looked like he lost his equilibrium a little bit. So Prochazka in this round does seem to be utilizing that broken rhythm a lot more. Earlier, he was bouncing around. It seemed like it would be really easy to read his timing. He's fighting very choppy and funky right now. He looks like, you know, you're playing a video game and you're just like tapping and spamming all the controls trying to figure out what to do. And he's just moving all over the place with no rhyme or reason whatsoever. And you could tell it's making Rountree stop a little bit and think about what he's doing so he doesn't get caught with something. But Rountree is smart enough to do that. Nice leg kick followed by left to the face from Rountree. Rountree is just stupid composed, man. So many other people would be falling for all this unorthodox timing and crazy movement from Prochazka, but Rountree is just too composed. 156 left in round 2. Nice left hand again from Rountree. Left kind of got through the middle for Prochazka. Missed leg kick from Rountree, a little bit of patty cake. Ooh, that shin of Prochazka almost landed on the head of Rountree, but he was throwing something in the meantime, kind of deflected it a little bit. I just want to say I did see something come through on PayPal. Let me open it up right now. I want you to know whoever you were. I'm definitely not forgetting about you. I'm just trying to do a good job for you here. So I'm gonna dig into the PayPal right now. Thank you very much. Thank you for real. We got 110 left in round 2. Prochazka's stalking a little bit, but Rountree is just, he seems to be landing at will. Every time he's throwing, it's just landing on that dome. There's a left hand from Prochazka, another one. Nothing appears to be of any significance for Prochazka. I don't know. I don't know if he has the craziest game plan ever and he's just trying to psych out Rountree and he's going to try to knock him out in the 5th or what. But these first 2 rounds from Prochazka, you know his corner ain't going to be happy. Attempted question mark kick, I think, from Prochazka, but it was like slow. It was no setup. It was telegraphed. Like, you can't do this to Rountree. He ain't a prelim fighter. Nice snappy left roundhouse from Rountree. I think Prochazka's trying to do that drunken master stuff right now. Attempted 1-2 from Rountree, but Jiri finally had his hands up. Nice left to the face from Rountree. Stunned Yuri a little bit. Nice left to the body from Rountree. Nice little teep to the body. Body kick from Rountree. Rountree is too active. He is too active. I don't know what Prochazka is doing. Mar loca with 10 big ones. I finally opened my botella de dulce amargura. To celebrate, GM is back and end my dojo withdrawal. Salud, everyone. Angel, drink your apple juice. I finally opened my botella de dulce amargura. I have no idea what that is. I know it's candy. Amargura. What's amargura? Something candy. Amargura. Amargura. So it's like bitter candy. It says bitterness. Marloca, it makes me feel good that this is a celebratory moment for you. It makes me feel good. I'm honored. I'm humbled. And as Angel has his apple juice, I will have my Diet Dr. Pepper. And it is typically sweeter, you know, if it's Dr. Pepper, but because it's diet, it has that bitterness as well. You know what I'm saying? Because of aspartame and whatnot. So in a sense, this is very similar to your dulce amargura. Salud. Thank you, Marloca. I cannot overplay your impact here. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you for viewing this as a celebratory special occasion. I appreciate it. Rountree's starting to attack those knees of Prochazka now, trying to put him out of commission. He's doing those oblique kicks to the knees, John Jones style. 4:19 left in round 3, and for some reason, I was thinking we had like 5 rounds. This is only a 3-round bout. So this is definitely not good for Prochazka. He's losing his footing. He's sloppy. He's like falling all over the place. This is not good. Rountree does not look tired. He came out more enthusiastic in round 3 than he did in the first 2 rounds. Nice check hooks from Rountree right now. Oh, man. Prochazka is trying to throw flying knees and mid-air. Rountree's landing roundhouses to the face. He's just catching him mid-air. He's doing that fool like duck hunt. Okay, Rountree's starting to look... Rountree is making me nervous because he's throwing like if he's blindfolded and he's just pin the roundhouse on the donkey. Oh, Rountree is not fighting intelligently. Roundhouse is throwing roundhouses. He's not moving his head. There's no head movement whatsoever. He's not backing up. He's not retreating. Rountree, you're an idiot. If you get TKO'd after winning the first 2 rounds, you are an idiot. You need to submit. You need to become a wrestler. You need to run. You need to grapple. This is stupid, Rountree. This is stupid. This is what I was saying. If Prochazka is just trying to play possum and knock you out in the... Oh, my gosh. This is what you... Rountree has too much pride for his own good. You need to become a wrestler. You need to go for a double leg. You need to grapple. You cannot do this. Rountree has no head movement whatsoever. They are grappling now, but I believe it was initiated by Prochazka, which makes no sense whatsoever. I'm very, very disappointed in Rountree right now. He looked like he had the best game plan so far, and then he just started roundhouse. It looked like he was doing work on a heavy bag. No tactical awareness whatsoever. And he was just starting to get teed off on Prochazka. And he's not doing anything to avoid. There we go. Rountree has Prochazka in a standing headlock right now. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in round 3, and he's out of it. This is not good. Oh, nice dirty elbow from the clinch from Rountree, but then Prochazka landed 2 of his own. They're going toe-to-toe, very close to the center of the cage. Rountree's backing up, and he finally got caught with some spinning stuff from Prochazka. Spinning elbow from Prochazka. They are on the cage right now with 1 minute, 59 seconds left in round 3. Rountree just got knocked out. What an idiot. What an idiot. What an idiot. Rountree's an idiot. Rountree is an idiot. Rountree literally did right now what he told Joe Rogan he made the mistake in doing when he fought Pereira. That he didn't stay composed and he didn't fight his own fight and he got sucked into the hype and the adrenaline. He literally did the same thing. He learned nothing. What an idiot. He kept saying, I learned, I grew, I'm better, I'm not going to let that happen again, I'm better, I'm a different fighter. And he did the same thing he did against Pereira. He got hard-headed, he got an ego, and he thought, I'm going to fight this fight. I'm not going to be smart, I'm not going to protect myself. He won the first 2 rounds. All he had to do was play it safe after that. Now, I don't like that kind of fight, but if you are undoubtedly going to lose, he was just getting teed off on like a punching bag. What an idiot. He deserved to lose. I really wanted him to win. I was rooting for him, but he deserved to lose that. That was idiotic. Shake 206, Miller Lite or Coors Light. I have actually never had alcohol in my... That's not true. I've had rubbing alcohol. I guess I have to say I've consumed it through my pores. But I've never had Miller Lite. I've never had Coors Light. I've had root beer. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But I do love root beer. What's up, Richard _ Sorry if that was a while ago. I'm a little behind in the chat right now. People are being crazy supportive, and I just got to make sure to shout out everybody. ARJR721 sent 5 more memberships to Rafiki, Antonio, Boavi, Grigor S, and OG Master Strain. You guys don't understand the honor that it is to receive a membership from this individual. He is the official scout of the Mexican martial arts. Unbelievable. Thank you, ARJR721. Thank you for the work that you do. Rountree's such an idiot, man. So stupid. So frustrating. I'm here with the winner, Yuri Prochazka. Yuri, you are the most chaotic fighter in the sport. You are the master of chaos. And you created that chaos here tonight with beautiful movement, your durability, your ability to endure those first 2 rounds. And the 3rd round, you got it done. He's grunting. He went, like Tim Taylor. I would like to show every time a little step up. This time, I felt like I need to go through the what? I can't understand this dude. The blot? Through the blot? What's he talking about? For me, it was necessary to be really in the game, to really want it, to really be in the here and now, and find the way. I don't know what this dude's talking about. He's trying to be like too philosophical or something. I don't know what the heck he's saying. You forced him into these wild exchanges, and that's where you shine. Maybe I need to be a little bit in the. This dude needs a translator. He needs a translator. It was also your durability, your ability to withstand the punishment he was giving you in the first and second round, but constantly press forward and constantly looking for those openings. Was there anything surprising in this fight? It was. It was a lot. It was so easy. The first round was so easy that didn't make me work more. Okay, you got beat up. I need a really dangerous opponent where I will feel the knockout from the first second. So then I will be something for 100%. So I think he's dissing Rountree, and he's saying that he needs from the moment number one to feel a threat, so he'll fight at the highest level, and he didn't feel that in this fight. I think that's what he's saying. I'm tired of this guy. Billy the Kidder just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. We have a lot of generous people in this chat tonight. We have a lot of people that are welcoming new, beautiful souls into this community. Thank you, Billy the Kidder. And like I always say, he ain't kidding around. Lost. Congratulations to Lost. Overly Focused, Max, Javier Raw, and Is the Bruce. Oh, thank you, King Cash. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was worried about it earlier, to be very honest with you. Billy the Kidder, I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel and for blessing these beautiful souls with this wonderful gift. Angel Padilla, I don't have apple juice. They stole it. Wait, who stole it? Someone stole your apple juice? Did they steal it out of the staff lounge? That's dirty, bro. People always acting up like that. Come on, I needed one finish in tonight's last 3 fights. There you go. There you go, bro. Now, I don't know how gambling works. Does it ruin it if you get 2? What if the next fight's a finish? Does that ruin it, or just even better? Or it doesn't matter? Billy the Kidder, yo, GM, I don't know if you saw it on the short, but what do you think of colored beanies in the place of the stars for members, like bout ranks but better? On the short. I don't know if you saw it on the short. What are the Vegas Golden Knights? Is that like a hockey team? Man, people love Joanna Young Jacek. People also love Matt Hughes. Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. Draymond Green's going to jump the cage and try to fight with somebody before the night's over. He's going to try to fight with somebody. I do like that, actually. I believe we've talked about that before. Doing something a little bit different, something a little bit more creative and customized, like beanies. I'm a little bit nervous to mess with those because I just don't want it to reset anybody. Like, I know I've learned it's pretty easy. It's easier than I thought to make new emojis, but to replace those stars, I hope it doesn't reset anybody. That's the only thing. I mean, I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world. I don't think anybody's going to lose any sleep if the color of their star changes or whatever, but that would be nice. I do like that. Shoot. Just leave it in the fridge, period. Make sure you keep an eye on them, period. I do like that, Billy the Kidder. I should do that. It's not the first time we talked about it. This is letting me know that I should do that. I like that. Marloca and ARJR is the official DJ in the Discord. Oh, DJ. Wait. DJ ARJ. That's a little bit clunky. ARJR. DJ. We'll figure it out. But ARJR is the official DJ in the Discord. That's not the first time I've heard that. He must be doing a good job in that Discord. He's bumping that shoot, what was that dude's name? I was literally just listening to his songs earlier. That dude that sings to his lady that if she goes to hell, he's gonna go with her. What was his name? Dang it. I had someone generous pop into the PayPal a little bit ago, and I want to make sure that I shout them out because it was very significant. I didn't realize who the PayPal was from. And I just saw who it was from. And I don't know if you're still here because that was a while ago, it looks like. It's a very generous donation. It is a very, very helpful, very generous donation. And they say it's a housewarming gift. Love you, man. No shout out needed. And I think I just violated that, but I think it's okay if I don't say the name. And it does bother me not to say the name because I want to say the name and I want to shout out the person and I think they deserve it. But I just want to say, if you are still here, you know, our dynamic, our, you know, whatever has exceeded this thing, you know, and you mean a lot to me, and I'm very appreciative. And I'm for real. I'm glad to know you. And it might sound stupid because it's not like I'm anybody, but man, I'm so proud of you. Like when I see the stuff and I come across stuff, I'm like, bro. I think I've said too much already, but love you, man. Love you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Donnie Albert. How did you know, bro? How did you know ARJR's in there bumping Donnie Albert? Fabuloso, Galacticus. Yeah, for real. I need to, bro, I'm getting, every once in a while, it comes back to me every like 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I killed a unheard of amount of Black Widows earlier. And I feel like, you know, I'm wondering if somebody's looking for vengeance. You know what I'm saying? If any of you are wondering, do not worry. They're showing B-roll right now. They're about to do Merab versus Sandhagen. I'm going to give you the colorful commentary. I'm going to give you the play-by-play. But there's no fight going on right now. I'm going to let you know. Hey, for real? If I may say so myself, I did a pretty good job. I killed a lot of spiders. And it looks pretty nice. Like you could eat some spaghetti off the wall as far as I'm confirmed. Bro, hey Melancholy, hey, you do what you gotta do, bro. You make some lemonade out of this, bro. You make some lemonade out of this. I don't exactly understand what you mean by that. Billy the Kidder, imagine there's a basket. Wait, what? What? I'm missing the meaning here. Imagine there's a basket, like a fruit basket. Is that like is that a slur? It's feeling a little musty in here. Is it musty or is it musky? Musty, right? With the T, right? I was using the leaf blower in here, and I started coughing like crazy earlier. I think I need to clear something out right here. I'm gonna get something to drink. Would you be jealous if I told you I had a fridge in here? Look, I'm trying not to be offended. Bro, Zach, could you ever doubt, bro? Could you ever doubt? As soon as I had the corner, I was like, where they gonna be? Where they gonna be? Because they gotta be. Where they gonna be? Because they gotta be. That was like, yeah. I set that up right now. I was like, I ain't going live until we figure this out. I was finding some screws and stuff. And the thing about this space that I got right here, is I'm going to do multiple things, bro. This right here, this is like for the streams. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I do not plan on it taking long. This is like stream. This ain't like breakdown, prediction. That's going to be right there. And then doing the tutorials and Mexican martial arts, that's going to be right there. Like I got it all mapped out, man. Like, we got plans, man. We ain't doing things small time. I'm telling you. We got plans. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Just got back from a literal 24-hour shift, 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. What kind of stuff do you do? What kind of shift is that? Are you like a firefighter? Wore my Mexican martial arts t-shirt and showed everyone who asked the channel money don't make it south. See, bro, that's something I could just never do that on my own. You're out there making moves. You're out there doing things that I can't do. I can't do that. You're out there sharing the good news of the Mexican martial arts with those that I would never have access to. You're out there sharing the good news to the Greeks out there. You know what I'm saying? To the Gentiles. I could do without those shades. I could do without the shades. But it's also funny because they're funny shades. So I like it. He doesn't take himself too seriously. I like it. I like his cheesy smile. I like his happiness. I love it. I love it. The security guard to his left is trying not to laugh. I'm talking about the lady. Bro, Buff Emo, why are you doing me like that, bro? You know what was trippy? When I was killing him earlier, the way that they just, like they'll just, like when they've had enough and they'd kind of just like, all right, it's kind of like when they disband from the parachute. Have you ever seen a Black Widow do that? He's like, hey, I'm done, bro. And he just like drops down like a cannonball. It freaks me out, bro. Because like they're kind of doing their thing. They're being real sketchy. They're being slow. They're on their web and they're moving around real, like they're kind of stuck in the webs and stuff like that. And then as soon as they're ready, bloop, they'll just drop like a little raindrop. And I'm like, oh, snap. It freaks me out how they'll just cannonball drop on you, bro. Hey, but I think I got the whole. I think I wiped out a whole culture right there. It's like a pop-up market. So you set up and take this setup and takedown is hectic and long. Dang, bro. Dang, bro. So you got to set up and take down like every time. That's crazy, man. I respect that. Spiders lay like 1,000 eggs, bro. I found a bunch of eggs too. I found a bunch of eggs. It was crazy because you know how it looks like a little cotton, like a little semi-transparent, like little cotton ball, and then you could see a bunch of eggs within that egg. Like I don't even think that thing itself is an egg, right? Because all the eggs are inside of that. It's like the spider, like it's like it lays. It's what's the thing that some ladies have taken out? Their hysterectomy. You know how ladies have a hysterectomy and sometimes they take it out because they don't want it anymore? Like when they're done having kids, they have their hysterectomy taken out. And it's almost like you see, like the black widows, they have those big old hysterectomies, and inside of them, you could see a bunch of eggs. So it's crazy. Because I remember one time I see my father-in-law, he ripped one of them open, and like 1 billion spiders came out of the hysterectomy, and it was trippy, bro. It's crazy. J.A., I know, bro. I know. But, you know, at one point, I was sad about the piano. I was thinking about it. But then I had to remind myself, you know what? Once upon a time, it was the bricks. Once upon a time, it was the bricks. And then it was the piano. And now it's the unfinished garage. What I'm saying is, you know what? I was sad at first. I was very bummed out, but I realized, you know what? It's phases. It's waves. This happens. It's seasons. And where we missed the bricks, we found a lot of joy and happiness and silly times with the piano. And where we missed the piano, we're going to find more of those times here. And I realized, just like I did with my family, just like I thought there would be that moment where, you know, after all the hectic and everything being hectic and all the panic and stress was over, I felt like there was going to be that quiet moment where I was just going to like break and be super sad about losing my place and finally like feel all those feelings. And it never happened. I was almost looking forward to it because I wanted like that dump of emotions, you know, and it never happened because I realized that wasn't where it was at, you know. What I cared about is my family being intact, and it's like where me and my family are. That's what it's about, and I feel the same with us right here. It's like, hey, we're still here. And that can't be taken away. That's special. We're going to take this wherever we need to. Wait, you could sell black widows on eBay? Is there not enough of them around or what? There's actually, like, people are buying them? I still got a bunch left around the house, bro. Dang. The brown widow, what the heck? I've heard of the brown recluse. I don't know there was a brown widow. um Gorgeous. Ooh, you like spiders? Ooh. For real, Billy the Kidder. You're right. The brick wall is a state of mind. It's always with us. That's cool, bro. Oh, Rick. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that, Rick. Oh. All right. We're starting Sandhagen and Merab right now. So I'm going to give you the colorful commentary. I'm going to try to be on the ball for you. Let's do it. All right, they are meeting on the monster can. We got Sandhagen in the orthodox position. We got Divashali in the orthodox. I have a feeling he's going to be hop switching quite a bit, though. I think he could do whatever he wants. They're kind of going in circles a little bit. It looks like Merab is willing to engage. It looks like Sandhagen wants to circle him a little bit, make sure that he's kind of felt him out enough before he decides to engage. Sandhagen's probably going to be looking for an opportunity to grapple, just hoping and praying that Merab is going to close his eyes, turn around, and give his back and neck to Sandhagen. 4:08 left in round one. So Merab is trying to stalk Sandhagen, but at the same time, when Sandhagen comes forward, he's respecting his length. Sandhagen, it looked like from this angle, landed a left hand on the face of Merab. Left hand blocked by Merab. Looks like Sandhagen landed a right. Is it just me, or does Sandhagen already have like a big old, like, it looks super red on the top of his forehead? Is that just his tips? Does he have his tips dyed or something like that? I can't tell if that's his hair or if his forehead already got all marked up. Merab going for the single leg, abandoned it right away. Wasn't as easy as he thought it was going to be. Stood straight up, standing on the monster logo right now with 3:21 left in round one. Sandhagen coming forward, Merab backing up, giving him some space. Nice right hand and left hand to the face of Sandhagen. Merab again going for the single leg. He can't get it. And now he's grappling with the midsection. Sandhagen is trying to push him back, trying to keep him away from that grapple. Merab pushes Sandhagen into the cage. Sandhagen is throwing some little rabbit punches to the side of the head, hoping that they will add up for significant strikes, even though not a single one of them have been significant. He is now slapping and or high-fiving him on the side of the head, as Merab throws knees to the upper thighs of Sandhagen as he pushes him through the cage, trying to push him through like a little piece of white Play-Doh. 2:30 left in round one. Merab is probably going to push him in there and try to wear him out and distract him to the point where he can get a takedown. And I was right. I was somewhat prophetic. That's exactly what happened right now. Merab now has the back. See, he wasn't letting him get it. Sandhagen is pretty big. Merab went for the single leg like twice. Now, you know what? I'm going to push him to the cage, distract him, get him tired enough, and then he did it, and then he got the back. So he still has the back. They broke it up. Merab landed a shot on the breakup. They are going toe-to-toe again with 1:53 left in round one. Sandhagen lands a nice couple to the face of Merab. Merab didn't really move his head in time. Sandhagen is doing a pretty good job of stalking Merab right there against the cage. And Merab said, "Chale." Now he's being the aggressor. He's coming forward, and that makes Sandhagen back up. They're just taking turns being the aggressor here. Sandhagen continues to come forward with 1-2s. He's landing some of them, but he's missing a lot of them. He lands a nice left on the chin right now. Merab comes back in, trying to be a wrestler, wants another takedown. He's having a hard time. His hope right now is probably going to be getting him on the cage again, distracting him and or getting him tired again, throwing off his timing and finding the opening there. But they don't get it. 57 seconds left in round one. They are standing on the monster can, going toe-to-toe. Inside leg kick from Sandhagen. Merab trying to find his range. He's quite a bit smaller. Trying to find his timing. Attempted flying knee from Sandhagen. Merab does not budge. He keeps throwing. In the meantime, 28 seconds left in round one. Merab is coming forward with some overhand. Sandhagen gets out of the way just in time. Merab is throwing so many strikes that are not landing because Sandhagen is perfecting the distance right now. He's keeping him just out of distance. Merab is throwing kicks that aren't reaching. He's throwing hands and kicks that are not reaching because Sandhagen is perfecting that distance right now. He's keeping him just far enough. Nice inside leg kick from Sandhagen. Billy the Kidder has just welcomed 5 new beautiful souls into the Mexican martial arts community. It is the dark web of the Mexican martial arts, just in time for Halloween. Even when it's not Halloween. There's not necessarily a Halloween theme. It's just it's a dark web metaphor, which may scare some people, but it's not that scary. Eric the Guapo, J.A. Robert Rogers, Brian Hubbard, and AJ have all been blessed by Billy the Kidder. Scope the membership perks tab to see all of that amazing content that I did not think was good enough to have on the main page. Don't forget before your membership runs out. Thank you, Ordinary Pete. Good to see you, bro. We are now in round 2. They are filling each other out. Not like that. On the monster logo once again. Merab going for the single leg again. Nick Baldwin, MMA, is saying 10-9 Sandhagen. Aaron Bronster is saying 10-9 Sandhagen. Henry Cejudo is saying 10-9 Sandhagen. Upset alert. Merab got Sandhagen against the cage again. That is going to be a good, but boring, but good, but boring, but smart tactic for him because he took the back again. That is going to be the route to victory for him. Who cares if it's boring? Who cares if they boo you? You're going to get to walk away with the strap. You do what you need to do to win. If you need to go full GSP, you do what you got to do because at the end of the day, yes, at the beginning of the day, that's what's going to make you a legend. That's what's going to have you having a legendary title streak. That's what people are going to remember. They're going to see the number on Wikipedia. And people aren't going to be talking about the fact that you put them against the cage. They're going to be talking about your record. They're going to be talking about your streak. They're going to be talking about your title defenses. So if you need to put them on the cage and get them tired and take the back, then you keep doing that. Lie now, Richie style. Don't hesitate. 3:30 left in round 2. They are now standing very close to the monster logo again. Nice combo coming forward from Merab. He landed like 3 or 4 shots to the face of Sandhagen. Sandhagen again spamming flying knees. Merab catches him midair and he is teeing off on him like Happy Gilmore. We are seeing Happy Gilmore 3. This is the trilogy of Happy Gilmore. Sandhagen has been out for like 12 seconds now. How did they not call it? Sandhagen was out and then Merab hit him so much he brought him back to consciousness again. And then he knocked him out again and brought him back. This is shameful. This is shameful and despicable on the ref's part. He was out and he brought him back again. Corey Lazarus Sandhagen. And again, of course, it's Mark thinks he's Goddard. Of course, he was out. We need to see the replay. He was out and he brought him back. He waited 4 days. He waited 4 days until he was decomposing. He waited 4 days. Sandhagen lost consciousness. He was out. He was without life for 4 days. 4 days. Merab brought him back 4 days later. He was already smelly and everything. Sandhagen's sisters were upset. Brought him back 4 days later just to prove, just to show of his capabilities. No one gets this. It's okay. Is Zach here? No one gets this. It's okay. It's okay. 1:48 left in round 2. Sandhagen has been saved by the shill. Mark thinks he's Goddard. Unbelievable. Mark Goddard makes Herb. I almost called him Herb Green. Mark out here playing Goddard makes Herb Dean look competent. That's what we're dealing with. Ordinary Pete gets it. I appreciate it. Unbelievable. This is shameful. Mark out here playing Goddard deserves to exclusively work for Power Slap or Bellator. And I know what you're saying. Bellator isn't a thing anymore. Exactly. 48 seconds left in round 2. This is shameful. I would boycott if I didn't already buy the pay-per-view. Merab with another takedown. And go ahead and get another one. Because you can. You got 34 seconds left. You can get another one. He has nothing for you. He's a shell. He's a zombie. He's the Walking Dead. Go ahead and get another one. This is, it's hard. Wow. Merab is dancing around. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's enjoying himself. Yeah, that was shameful. Send Mark Goddard the Venmo. Sandhagen, go ahead. Do it right now before you forget. J.A. just donated $5 for them Costco weenies. He says, my last dono was June 19th, 2021, 6 months before my son was born. I've stopped by here and there, but not often enough. Always a good time in this chat. 6 months before your son was born. Now, that's very Pacific. And I don't know exactly how you were able to narrow down such pacificness. But this is significant. The fact that you remember, the fact that you've contributed, the fact that you've decided that you don't feel like it's enough, that, I appreciate all of that and I respect it. Thank you. I will be here doing my thing, providing as much as I can, trying to do my best. And if and when you feel the need to come, hey, even just coming by, even if you don't throw down a penny, you want to hang out, chill out, share some jokes, have a good time, we're here, bro. I'm just happy to share your company, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. He stinketh. All right, he gets it. We are in round 3. Merab learned in round 2 that he needs to make this definitive. He needs to make it conclusive, definitive, blatant, exaggerated. He knows exactly what he needs to do because of the ref that he's dealing with. He knows exactly what he has to do. He's going to have to go full WWF, and he's going to have to choke out Mark Goddard as well. Adam Martin, I'm shocked Corey Sandhagen survived that beating. He didn't survive it. He came back to life after. I mean, he didn't survive it initially. He came back. I mean, it's semantics, really. There's 3:30 left in round 3. They are on their feet right now. Merab has all the energy in the world. Sandhagen is a shell of himself. I mean, it's just like he just had his wisdom teeth taken out or something like that. He was just under that anesthesia. This dude was just put out. He's been concussed. What Sandhagen just went through in round 2 is the kind of thing that someone goes through and they got to take a 6-month suspension, right? He went through that kind of a beating in round 2. And now he's already back here having to fight, standing on his feet in the next round. I mean, it's only a matter of time at this point. All the champ has to do at this point is deliver. Just be the champ. Just show up and be who you are. And there he is. He has the back. Merab has the back with 2:46 left in round 3. That's all you have to do, Merab. Just show up and be Merab. Don't show up and be Ortega. Don't show up and be Sterling. Just show up and be Merab, and you'll be fine. If you show up and be Merab and he shows up and be Sandhagen, we're good. The only problem is Mark thinks he's Goddard, showed up to be Goddard. That's the wild card here. Left jab landed from Sandhagen. Merab continues to stalk, looking for that opening, and I will admit it is somewhat comical to see Merab throw these wild overhands and look like his fist is about 4.5 feet away from Sandhagen because of the reach difference. It is kind of funny to look at, but he is putting on the beating, so, don't underestimate him. 150 left in round 3. Merab continues to stalk him. Merab is on Sandhagen right now. Like my credit card companies are, calling my phone. It is a certain type of conviction and passion. It's as if has every intention of serving up justice. He has the back once again. He's throwing knees to the upper thighs. 1:14 left in round 3. Merab is smiling at him. He's happy for the opportunity to get in front of someone and spar, to exchange, to test his capabilities. He's playing right now. He's having a good time right now. I'm not even sure if he's wearing a mouthpiece right now. This is playtime for him. 53 seconds left in round 3. And Sandhagen is down again. It's a nice camp. I don't know who Merab is going to fight next, but this is a nice camp. He's getting to work on his takedowns. He's getting to work on his cage control. He's getting to work on knocking guys out and then them being revived within the same fight. And now you have the opportunity to knock them out again if the opportunity presents itself. It's a good camp that we're watching right now. We don't often get to see such a sneak peek into it. And he's down again. There's another takedown, and Merab has the back again. It's a clinic. It's a clinic that we're witnessing right now. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Corey sandbagging. Sandhagen sits down and tells his coaches, well, that was better. How was it better? He's just doing him worse. Oh, because he didn't get knocked out this round. I guess I didn't consider that. He did not get knocked out this round. That is accurate. That's my fault. Rountree was very disappointing. That was very, very disappointing. He did the same thing that he was so proud of himself of that he would not do again when he was talking to Joe Rogan and giving interviews. And just to make it very brief, he kept saying that he messed up against Pereira because he fought Pereira's fight. He let the adrenaline and the excitement of the moment get to him, and he ditched the game plan. He did the same thing right here. He went full dust. He went full dust in Gaethje. It was nothing but rock him, sock him, no head movement, keep going forward. In a moment like that, when you're leading, when you're up 2 rounds, become a wrestler, bro. Grab, play the cage. It was so stupid of him. It was so stupid. So our ridiculously disgusting and biased commentators right now are talking about a Sandhagen win and what he would have to do to pull off a win right now, because that's how they operate. and hypothetics. They don't want to talk about what's actually happening right now. They don't want to talk about how Merab is actually absolutely dominating right now. They want to talk about hypothetically what Sandhagen, all he needs to do is do this. He could pull off a draw or this and so on. It's disgusting. And it's consistent with Mark thinks he's Goddard's behavior. It tells you everything that you need to know. And another takedown from Merab. Another takedown. And he has the back. He has the back. There's absolutely nothing that Corey Sandhagen could do at this point. Nothing at all. I want to say a big fat thank you to the moderators who have been swatting these pesky moscas, who have been flattening these annoying mosquitoes out here in the chat. I like to bring some people into the fold and let them know how much I appreciate them, and just show people how much I appreciate them. There's been people who have been given, the moderator title because of just what they mean to me, and I appreciate them, and I want to bring them into that. It's almost like me saying, I vouch for you. You're it, man. You're at that next level, but also, by the way, there are people that, like, in my beanie, you're there as well. But it's like at the same time, it's just a matter of kind of who became one when they did, because it's like I can't have 1,000 of them, But there are some people in here right now, just so you know, in case you've wondered, that as far as I'm confirmed, it's like you should have one, and you have one in my beanie, But it's tricky. Anyway, all I'm saying is I give those out from time to time just to, out of appreciation and just to, kind of award certain people, at certain times. And it's never like I'm trying to give you work to do and trying to make the stream annoying for you and trying to make you swat all these mosquitoes in here. But if and when you do, you are greatly appreciated. You don't have to do it, but when you do, it's greatly appreciated, and you make things really smooth and better for the chat and the community. So thank you very much. I try to do my best to do it myself, but I also don't want to slow down the colorful commentary and stuff like that and burn you guys. So it's difficult sometimes, but thank you. 1:47 left in round 4. It looked like Sandhagen was trying to oil check Merab. He's like, I got to at least get something out of this. I got to get something out of this. I got to at least be able to tell my grandkids that I oil checked the champion. Merab, when Merab decides to, the crowd was booing a little bit right now because of the constant takedowns and holding and control and taking the back and stuff like that. All the ways that Merab is dominating Corey. That was a pretty crispy, clean, and hard right hand from Sandhagen right now. But when Merab decides to just throw hands, you could just see the discrepancy here. The reach difference, the range, it's not in Merab's favor. He's really going to have to employ some Prochazka type of broken rhythm and creativity to be able to land in an effective type of way. 39 seconds left in round 4. Oh, Merab decided to grapple now. We'll go ahead and take him down. Sandhagen, take him down, Merab, make him regret it. And he did. He took him down. There you go. And now he's getting a Dars. Okay, yes, they said Dars. 23 seconds left. He has a Dars. Just end it right now, bro. I'm hungry. He's not even putting any pressure on it. Merab wants to go to the 5th round. He is not at all putting any... Are you guys watching this? He's not putting anything behind it. Look at his face. He's just chilling right there. He's just chilling. Even Sandhagen's like, I'm good. He's not putting any pressure on it. That was weird. I think even Sandhagen, for those of you watching, I think even Sandhagen right now was like, bro, why aren't you doing anything? Why weren't you squeezing it? Wow. Even his coach right now said, hey, when you take him down, don't just hold him. Bro. Bro. This is all I need to say, right? This is all I need to say, right? This is all I need to say, right? Can you guys read? Can you guys read my emojis? Wilson Mitchell just threw down 100 big, fat, gigantic, obese ones in the Cash App. Wilson Mitchell just threw down 100 and he said it's for the pay-per-view. And I know for a fact that Wilson Mitchell knows that the pay-per-view is $80. So he just gave me a $20 tip. Wilson Mitchell, I've been missing you, bro. And I don't ever want you to think you got to come in here like that, throwing down left and right. Just to, I mean, I don't care if you come by and you don't give $1 for a whole year. We love you in this community, bro. I'm so glad to see your name pop up. I'm so glad to know that you're around. And I'm so thankful that you've decided to support and contribute. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Wilson Mitchell. Unbelievable. The legend. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Heck yeah, bro. Hey, I've been out of the loop too, Wilson Mitchell. I've been moving. So it's been a little bit tricky. Thank you. 3:54 left in round 5. They are standing on the monster can. They got to let everything out in this round right here because you know what happens when you leave it to the judges. The judges are no different than Mark out here playing Goddard, no different than Daniel Comer and Joe Rogan and John Panic right there at the commentator booth. You already know how it goes. You know they want American champions right now, Merab. You know they want American champions. You know they want Americans defending at the White House. They're contemplating bringing out, they want American champions so bad. They're contemplating bringing out Ronda Rousey. And I'm not talking about doing a pop-up outside on the South Lawn trying to sell some beef with her husband. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about actual being in the cage. That's how bad they want. That's the agenda. That's how bad they want it. So if you're doubting anything that you're seeing tonight, like you know what's behind it. And there's another takedown. The crowd is booing. I hope, hey crowd, listen up. I hope you're booing Corey Sandhagen for not knowing how to defend takedowns. And he has his toesies in the cage. Okay, he took them out. Hey, crowd, I hope that you're not severely confused and biased and stupid. Oh, he's hiding it. His toes are still in the cage and he was hiding it. He was trying to cover them with the other foot on top of it. Wow, that's dirty. That's very intentional and blatant. That was dirty. Hey, crowd, I hope you're booing Corey for not knowing, for being a UFC level fighter in a championship title bout and not knowing how to defend takedowns. I hope that's who the booing's for. Because if you're booing the dude that is manhandling and ragdolling this dude at this high level UFC bout, you should go home. 143 left in round 5. 133 left in round 5. Corey Sandhagen's face looks like Rocky's face. Looks like Sylvester Stallone's face at the end of Rocky. And I'm talking part 1. There's another takedown for Merab. He is on top. He is in the guard of Corey Sandhagen. I can't even imagine what Corey would try to be doing from this position. It looks like he's contemplating giving him his back. It looks like maybe he thinks he's going to get a leg lock. I think he's willingly giving up the bag the back and thinking maybe he's going to get a leg lock. He keeps reaching for the leg. Okay, he's hooking around the left leg of Merab, and he already lost it with 41 seconds left. There's absolutely, like, I could see Mark Goddard. Can you see him right there? He's contemplating doing a jumping, diving elbow onto the back of the head, onto the mastodon of Merab. He's literally, like, at this point, there's nothing left that Corey can do. It looked like he was literally contemplating jumping onto the back of Merab. And there's another takedown from Merab. It's brutal at this point. It's absolutely brutal. And they're teeing off. They're teeing off with 12 seconds left. Sandhagen is going, come on. He's doing the Max Holiday, come on, which is stupid. That's exactly why Rountree lost. You don't do that. You don't play your game. You don't play your game. Hey, you know why Merab totally brutalized and humiliated you, Sandhagen? Because Merab fought Merab's fight. Why is he going to fight your fight in the last 12 seconds? Why is he going to do that? He would be back there crying with Khalil Rountree if he decided to do that. That would be ridiculous. If Goddard flying elbowed Merab unconscious, I would lose it. Hey, that would make it all worth it, though. That would make it worth it. Just like I was saying earlier, if Pereira won by flying toe hold, then it would be worth it. Oh, by the way, I don't believe I'm rooting for Pereira. I don't believe I'm rooting for Pereira in this fight. I believe I've always rooted for Pereira. Here's the thing. It's not even against Pereira. There's a big part of me, a very high percentage. You know how they say, like, the majority of your body is made up of water? The majority of my body is made up of me not wanting Pereira to win, but it's not even his fault. There's a part of me that wants Pereira to lose because I never want to see another video of Pereira and Nina Drama again. I want Pereira to lose for the sake of Nina Drama's husband. I'm so sick of it's so awkward and uncomfortable and weird. I can't watch another one. I cannot watch it. The next video is gonna be like of Pereira giving Nina Drama a foot rub. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I can't imagine if Magomedov just brutalized Pereira that there's still be like Nina Drama's gonna move on to she's gonna be making them with, she's gonna continue with Merab, with Prochazka, but I cannot watch another Nina Drama and Pereira video again. Like I'm surprised I'm still seeing them. Like I would think at this point the only way I could watch them is on OnlyFans. Like they're starting to get so graphic. They're starting to get so intricate and intimate, and it's uncomfortable. Winner by unanimous decision. Believe it or not, my stomach actually hurt right now. I literally thought they were going to say Sandhagen because of just how corrupt and dirty things always are. I thought for sure they were going to say Sandhagen. My stomach was hurting already. But yeah, like I at this point, I can't even believe that the videos are accessible on Instagram. You would think that you'd have to pay to watch the kind of videos Nina's making with Pereira. It's weird. Oh yeah, Nina Drama has a husband. And it's like a meme. Like look it up. She 100% has a husband. And I don't know if this is true, but the joke is always that I don't know if this is true. I have seen evidence of this before, so I know he has on some of them. I don't know if it's all of them, but the joke, the running meme, is that her husband's the one that films all of them. Like, for real. And again, this isn't me just, like, he 100% has, like, you've seen him in the reflections, and there's footage of him recording some of them while other people, like, are recording them or taking photos. Like, he's 100% done that. So I don't know if it's all of them, but a lot of the general consensus out there is that her husband is the cameraman. So he's like full Diddy at this point. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe we're all out here hating Nina Drama. It's not even her fault. Maybe her husband's making her do it. Maybe she goes home, she's like, please, like, I want to be respectable. I want to be respected within the community. I don't want to be making videos like this. I don't even like Pereira. And her husband's like, you gotta do this. You're so hot. We gotta take advantage of this. Why am I gonna marry somebody so hot if I can't even exploit it? Like, what if he's making her do it? That's probably not the case. It's probably Nina. And I do feel bad for that dude. I get it. I respect that. The husband's an accomplice. She's talked about it. She's talked about the husband filming it. Wow. Wow. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. You never know the ins and outs of someone's relationship. You know, there's things that they don't reveal to us. I don't know. Who knows what her husband's doing? Maybe he's like in some kind of under industry. Maybe he's like making videos. Maybe the husband, what's his name? Let's say his name is like David. His name's David Drama. Maybe David Drama, you know how Nina Drama is for the UFC? Maybe David Drama is that for like women's volleyball, you know, women's mud wrestling or something like that. Maybe we don't even know because we don't have our thumbs on the pulse of those industries, but maybe he's out there interviewing all these ladies, all these half-naked ladies, and Nina Drama's recording that. And they're like, hey, it's a back and forth, it's a give and take, and they're both doing their thing. Maybe he's even more explicit with those ladies, and Nina Drama's all uncomfortable. She's like, well, now I got to take it up a notch. Who knows? There's like no way for us to know the ins and outs of someone else's life. Like we can make all of our assumptions. Again, that's probably not the point, and it's just Nina that's annoying. I'm just spitballing here because I'm waiting for Merab to shut up so we can watch the next fight. The very next fight is Pereira and Ankalaev. I keep calling him Magomedov. Wait, what's his name? I keep calling him Magomedov. Oh, his name is Magomed Ankalaev. I keep calling him Magomedov. Okay, Ankalaev. Hey, how come nobody corrected me? How come nobody corrected me? Hey, GM, way unrelated, but what do you think of burpees as a movement? I think they are absolutely fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. I remember I'm watching the Merab dance. I'm hoping to get back to that type of lifestyle now that we're here, and hopefully we'll start to get settled in and everything will start to get smoother and more consistent and so on and etc. But there was a point in my life where I was doing burpees like if I might as well have been locked up. I was doing burpees. It was insane. And it like, bro, the results, the way you feel, it's amazing for endurance. It's amazing for strength. It's such an amazing workout. I cannot hold it in higher regard. Especially if you add variations to it. Like I would do these, I wouldn't do it every time, but I would do these kinds of burpees where at the end, I would do like a jumping squat. Like every once in a while, you could do something to make it even a little bit more challenging for you. I like different people. Like, you could do a different amount of push-ups in them. You could add a jumping squat. You can do the part where you raise up your feet to your hands a different amount of times. There's adjustments that you can make to make it more challenging. Alan Yee. You know what was funny? I saw something. I didn't even know it. I think I came across some random YouTube short or something like that. That supposedly there was like some kind of beef between Alan Yee and Nina Drama. That supposedly Alan Yee didn't like Nina Drama, and Nina Drama was like, "Hey, I was when I was up and coming, I was trying to be friends with you, and you kind of didn't want to have nothing to do with me. You kind of gave me the cold shoulder." And then Nina got big, and then Helen Yee was like, "Yeah, let's be friends." I don't know. Who knows what's true? Um, did you actually see any results? Never thought about it like that. So when I was doing I felt like it helped me trim. I felt like I looked more cut when I was doing them. Because unfortunately, the way my lifestyle has been the last couple years at least, I will eat like a madman. I will eat and eat and eat and eat, and I'm strong. I'll eat and I'll just lift like crazy. And I got stronger. But when I do things like burpees, because for me, I don't know, I know it's different for everyone. When I'm doing something like burpees, I'm running a lot, I'm doing more cardio, I'm hitting the bag a lot. It's so much easier for me to not eat like a pig. It's like a mental thing. When I'm doing that kind of work, eating like a pig just feels gross to me because I know how hard I'm working. If I'm running miles every day, every other day, if I'm hitting the bag for 45 minutes a day, if I'm doing a bunch of burpees and stuff, if you present me with a bunch of like French fries and pizza and stuff, I'm like, chale, I know how hard I've been working. I ain't gonna do that. Right now, when I'm just lifting heavy, it's like, heck yeah, give me a pizza because it's just more mass, you know? But when I was doing burpees, I would see, like, you see the waistline trim down. You see the V taper more. You see your cup poke through more, you know, because you're sweating a lot. And not only is it just a cardiovascular thing, you know, you're not just sweating, you're doing push-ups. You're pressing, you're jumping, so you're creating muscle too. So it was amazing. Oh, snap. Thank you, come on. It's tricky, man, because I love to hear it blasting in my headphones to just get the full experience, just to feel like I'm watching the fight and enjoying it. But I know I can't have it bleeding through. I'm gonna get messed up. I appreciate that, especially, man, you're throwing money down like that too. I appreciate that. Thank you, Grendel. Thank you. And I mentioned earlier, and things will evolve. Things will hopefully get better and better and better. This right here, as of right now, this is like the streaming corner because I got some room to play around with right here. So like as far as I'm confirmed, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get there. This isn't, at least as far as I'm planning, this isn't where I'm gonna be when I'm doing a breakdown, when I'm doing a prediction, when I'm doing a short or whatever. This is streaming. When I'm doing like a video like that, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna be over there. When I'm doing like Mexican martial arts, when I'm doing demonstration, I'm gonna be over there. Like I got some room to play around with. And even this, I don't know, I kind of like it. Like I know some people might look at it and be like, what the heck? But I never wanted to be in a setup where I look like I was, you know, on Netflix or something like that. I don't want to have a setup that looks like I'm Ariel Hawini. I don't want to have $1 million looking setup. You know, I think that's one of the worst things about YouTube. How it got like all polished and just too over highly produced and stuff like that. I kind of like the down to earth, like hey, I'm just chilling, I'm just a real person. Like I don't like all that stuff. So I'm gonna do what I can in the style that I feel most comfortable with, you know, and hopefully it makes sense for people. Cool, Wilson. The main event's gonna start right now. Hopefully you're not making like a whole brisket or something like that. Hey Adam, you're freaking me out, bro. I think I'll be good as long as I leave the lights on. I don't think they like the lights, do they? Better with the lights on. snap. Come on, can't hear the... Yeah. Pereira's coming out right now. Man, if he's giving Nina Drama a piggyback ride on the way out, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it if she's on his back. I'm going to lose it, bro. Now, if she's giving him a piggyback ride, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. As much as I don't like her, that's kind of funny. So he's walking out right now. Okay, no Nina Drama. No Nina. I wonder if he's going to do his bow and arrow. I kind of feel like he wouldn't, because it's like, no, he's going to do it. Because he already lost to the guy. It's like, okay, I'm going to come out different. I'm going to come out like Mike Tyson. No music, no socks. I'm just going to come out, do my thing, no playing around, no theatrics. But no, he's going to do it. You know what's weird, though? What's very weird... and I feel like we haven't seen this in a while. It's weird when Pereira comes out first and he goes, ah, when nobody's even there. Because who's he shooting the arrow to? Is he shooting this to Bruce Buffer or what? When the dude's already in the cage and he's the champ and he's coming out and doing that, it makes sense. But when there's not even anyone in the cage, it feels kind of dumb. Chuck Fury at Furious Comedy dot. You got it right. Calm. New dojo. Got a live stream for the main event. Everything is right with the world again. Yes. Chuck Fury. I was shooting a commercial yesterday. And I had a homie that mentioned you. He mentioned that he follows the page and that he saw a comedian on stage representing the Mexican martial arts and getting the crowd involved. And he said he thought that was the coolest thing. And I was telling him about you and I was hyping you up, man. I just want you to know your reach. It's just people are seeing it. People think it's cool. It's crazy, bro. No one has ever done anything like that. Like no one, I don't know anybody personally that has that ability. I don't know any other stand-up comics that are able to get up and do something like that. And it's just, you did something unique, bro. That was crazy. Thank you. Thank you, man. Oh, wait, what? Oh. He's going to do it with socks on. The audacity. I dig it, GM. My basement dojo is unfinished. That's how you do it, bro. Mats and stations and curriculums on that big sticky paper on the walls. Built my own mukjong using the existing bare framing. Wait a minute. Mukjong. I'm going to have to look that up real quick. That sounds kind of like a racial slur. Muk. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool, bro. I always wanted one of those. That is actually cool. That's cool, bro. Hey, I can't get down with this Dagestani music, man. As much as I like some of these Dagestanis, I can't rock with that music, man. They have like some funky like EDM type of, like, I don't know. I don't get the music, man. I feel like it doesn't go with their personas. They're crazy, like stoic, hardcore, super serious. Like I don't get this music. It sounds like Dance Dance Revolution kind of music. Alan Antonio, Chama de Chama. Who do you got winning? Just tuned in. Alan Antonio. Alan, okay, I feel like I know who you're rooting for. No disrespect. I feel like I want Pereira to lose. But like I said earlier, I'm just gonna say briefly this time, it's not even Pereira's fault. I've never disliked Pereira. I don't think I have anything against him. I'm just tired of seeing the Pereira and Nina drama videos. I'm campaigning on behalf of Nina Drama's husband. I feel bad for him. Everyone in the community feels uncomfortable and awkward and ashamed on behalf of her husband, and it needs to end. And I feel like if Pereira loses this fight, it's not going to really make sense for Nina Drama to make videos with him because it's not going to be in her best interest. She's going to have to learn Dagestani and make videos with Ankalaev. So it's not his fault. I cannot watch another Nina Drama and Pereira video again. I cannot. I will not. Maxime Taranovsky, the homie GM, was good. Let's hope it's not going to be a 5-round public display of affection. Much love. That would kind of be hilarious. That would be hilarious if, you know what, I have expressed that I do not want Pereira to win for what I think are, what is Prochazka wearing? It looks like he's wearing like a Street Fighter gi. It's like a sleeveless. He looks like he's wearing what Flaco wore in our video where where I stabbed him. You know what I'm talking about? What were we talking about? Somebody asked me something. Oh, what would make it worth it and what would make me be okay with Pereira winning is two things. If he won by flying toe hold and if he submitted Ankalaev in whatever form, if he actually won by a submission, that would be absolutely hilarious and completely worth it. Yeah, I agree. The music doesn't match how the culture presents. That's what I'm saying. They're like, don't they have a thing where like they can't even listen to music? Or is it just no lyrics? But it's like no music. They're super stoic, super serious. And then they're like, it doesn't make any sense. And like the way the music sounds doesn't make any sense. Look, I've been trying to avoid talking about it for 2 hours and 46 minutes, but I'm going to say it. I'm upset. I'm concerned. I'm hurt. I'm confused. I'm angry. I'm slightly hungry. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. And I'm worried. I don't know why Jane Caulfield is not here. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions right now. I don't know if I should be scared. I don't know if I should be concerned for the safety of Jane Caulfield. I don't know if I said something offensive. I don't know if it's a successful night for food trucking. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. Marloca is trying to soothe my spirits by donating 5 memberships. And it's working a little bit. Marloca has been doing this. And I don't know if it's just because she cracked open that bottle and she's just loosening up with these inhibitions. I don't know. And I don't care. And I'm not going to ask that many questions because I don't want to do anything to disrupt it. But Marloca has been doing this. This is nothing new. It's a habit. Marloca has just blessed 5 people and welcomed them into this community. Congratulations, Flesh Wolves, CJ's Gamer Tag, Schultzen Trail, Ofnace, David Power, and Todd Wood. Please Don't forget to scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage to see all the extras and goodies that the general population does not have access to. Thank you, Mar Loca, because I'm a creep. I'm a widow. I am. I didn't get notified of this stream tonight. So Juicebox, it is so good to see you, bro. How, Juicebox, did you just happen to see me on the homepage? Like, how did you end up here tonight? It's unbelievable. For us to not have been active for as long as it's been, and then we come back like this, and for YouTube to do Jane Cough. By the way, a very active, not only member, not only an active, faithful viewer, a member, a moderator, an admin. For Jane Caulfield to not get notified, I don't even know what do you say at this point. Maxim Taranovsky, I actually want Ank to win, but with a left hook, just as payback for what Stoneware did to my homie Jiri with that black magic. That would be funny as well. That would be funny. For him to lose like that to Ankalaev. Jane is on that ATF shift. We got to get her a shirt. Lady Heroin. Okay. It makes me feel good that some people are notified. That makes me feel good. Okay. There's a glove touch. Okay, here we go. Juicebox, thank you, bro. Came here looking for your stream. He came here specifically looking for the stream. Thank you, bro. That means a lot. All right, Pereira is coming forward with the 1-2 like he wanted to knock him out in the first half a second like Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo. That was crazy. He already landed a right, already landed a left. It's always a little bit hard to tell on dudes that are hiding their chin behind 8 inches of beard. So I don't know. That is the popular Dagestanian trick. So I don't know what rotavirus is, but apparently they're talking about, again, how he had some kind of virus and a left hand broken. He's also wearing the Bill Cosby shorts. So that can be somewhat distracting for the champion. That may work in Pereira's favor. I also want to thank all the spammers out there tonight. I have not received spam like this on a live stream in a very long time. That lets me know that I'm doing something correct. Ankalaev is about to get TKO'd. Pereira was working him with the hands and made Ankalaev become a wrestler immediately with the quickness. Now he's about to get TKO'd. He is not defending himself intelligently. Herb Dean is basically telling him you got to do something. He's ready to grab him by the hands and stand him up. Ankalaev could do nothing. Ankalaev is done. And Pereira's doing this thing again. Pereira's going like this. Ankalaev doesn't like it. He stood up, looked like he was going to do something about it. Pereira did this thing again. He said, look it, do you see what happens when I don't have diarrhea? Do you see what happens when I don't have a broken hand? Okay, so I can't even imagine. Jiri looks like he's going to cry. Jiri looks like he's going to cry right now. Jiri is a psychopath. He looked like he was just watching his best friend get married. He looked like he was just watching his favorite nephew graduate. He looked like he was about to cry tears of joy. He's a sick psychopath that wants to fight someone like Pereira. He's actually excited about it again. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the script that Nina Drama had prepared for this victory. I can't even. He's getting the crowd to chant Chama. Nina Drama's next video is going to be titled Chama Sutra. Is his toe broken? Is he going to be saying now that he won with a broken toe? Because it looks like he's resetting his toe right now.
Because I got all my homies with me.
Billy the Kidder just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. I think he just won a bet. I think he just won a bet and he's feeling generous.
Because I got all my homies with me.
Billy the Kidder ain't kidding around. I don't even know how he got the name. Because as far as I've known him, he ain't kidding around. Bruce, thank you, bro. I feel better than I have felt in a very long time. Thank you, bro, for real. Thank you, bro. Oscar Lopez, Ali G, Dip, Rudy C, Nate DeMong, congratulations. You are now a gringo. You got that green tag name right there. You have membership access. You have full membership access to the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. Take advantage of it. Scope the membership perks tab. Alan Antonio came back with the quickness. He says, Chama de Chama, there is no escape for Nina. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Wow. Chama Sutra is a golden line, and I guarantee she's going to pull a Tony Ferguson and bite GM's lines. Chama, 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 chameleon. Wow. Yeah, the fight's over. The fight is over. The fight is over. Wow. So I guess he did have diarrhea during the first outing. I will translate. Well, I won't translate. I'll tell you what he says. I'm here with the winner, ladies and gentlemen, and new, once again, the light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira. Alex, you went after Magomed Ankalaev with a vengeance in mind. This was very different than any of your other fights. You didn't set it up. You just marched straight toward him. Was this the plan coming into the fight? He's speaking Brazilian right now. When they ask him, who do you want next? He's gonna pull a Derek Lewis. He's gonna be like, I want Nina. I want Nina. I want Nina next. Vengeance is never a good thing. It's kind of a poison sometimes. I told everyone I was not in a good condition last time. I had bad diarrhea. Nobody believed me. You saw it. We saw it tonight for sure. This fight was so shocking that he presented nothing in response to you. You just simply marched him down and put him away. Was that surprising to you? It's going to be so funny if he just says no.
We are family.
Okay, he's saying more than that. I don't know what he's saying, but he's saying more than that. It didn't surprise me. I saw that in the first fight. I don't like to make excuses, but I really did have serious diarrhea. But tonight I'm feeling well. I knew you weren't well that night. I heard from your camp. How good does it feel to come back and redeem yourself in such a spectacular manner?
Because I got all my homies with me. We are family. 'cause I got all my homies with me.
I just want to thank the generous individual that is blessing us with this fire track right now.
Family. 'Cause I
So I got all my homies with me. He's saying a lot of Brazilian words right now.
We are family.
Family.
'Cause I got all my homies with me.
I had a whole speech prepared tonight. I talked to my team over it, but we got some news recently. Some things happened. So I want to give my respect to John Jones and his whole family. And I want to ask everyone here and everyone at home to take a moment of silence for his brother.
We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family.
A moment of silence for Arthur
'Cause I
Jones.
got all my homies
Alex Pereira,
with me.
congratulations for reclaiming your spot at the top of the mountain. Chama.
We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me.
Oh my gosh. Arthur Jones, who won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, dies at 39. Arthur Jones, former Ravens defensive lineman Arthur Jones, and a member of the franchise's Super Bowl winning squad, passed away. He was found deceased at home. Speaking on the death of the 39-year-old NFL star, a police spokesperson said medical personnel were dispatched to Jones's home in central New York's Onondaga County around 11 a.m. in response to a medical emergency, the Baltimore Banner reported. Jones was the brother of UFC heavyweight champion John Bones Jones. As far as family is confirmed, it included wife Camille and 2 sons, according to reports. Jones had a pre-existing medical condition, the spokesperson said, and he was pronounced dead at his home. The spokesperson further stated, according to reports, there were no signs of foul play, and the emergency personnel were called to Jones' home after his defibrillator went off. As multiple details in connection with his death service, formal cause of death has not been released. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that he passed away. I'm not gonna pretend that I knew a whole bunch about him, but we know John Jones. So, a figure that big in the sport, when someone dies, is kind of like, oh shoot. Wow. Yeah, that was really cool of Alex to do that. It was very cool for Alex to take his moment to do that. Gosh, now I can only think about Nina Drama trying to console him. What's Up Drew just gifted 10 individuals. I think people underestimate what's happening in the chat this evening. You are witnessing births. You are witnessing new friends, new family, new loves. Again, I have heard that people in this community that have met, they didn't know each other. It was not a pre-existing relationship. Thank you for the subscription. There are people in this community that have met because of being in this community who have gotten married, who are now in love. And maybe some of these people here, maybe 10 of these people here will get married as well. Daddy's girl. That sounds like someone looking for love to me. Daddy's girl. Pete Cook. Bo Sabrur. Wailam 03. Joseph Hernandez. Invader Zim. Remy Kingcan. Red Pill Retreat. Keith. Gregory Hassman. 10 of you. Chances are, based on history, that 2 of you will fall in love. Maybe 3. Maybe it will be a lover's triangle. Anything could happen. You may become Mormon and you could all get married. Who knows? Thank you, What's Up, Drew, for making this possible. Thank you. Thank you, What's Up, Drew, for introducing the possibility of polygamy into the Mexican. Actually, I don't know if I should promote that. But thank you, What's Up, Drew. Thank you very much. Maxim Taranovsky, I'm looking at Jiri and it seems like he wanted Ank to lose. My Slavic brother really is a psychopath. We will see him with crosses and holy water in the next fight. Yes, it was. I agree. I don't think he's pretending. I don't think he's acting. I don't think he's playing the part. It literally, I'm tired of seeing Carlos Ulbricht's face. They're like really hyping this dude up. They cut to him like too many times during this event. Jiri seems sick in the head. He seems like a psychopath, and that's exactly the kind of person that we need in the fight community to keep things exciting. A psychopath like that that's willing to fight smarter than Rountree, who broke my heart tonight. Erika Melendez. GM, I changed my username from over 5 years because you wouldn't dare read it out loud. Erika Melendez. GM, I changed my username from over 5 years because you wouldn't dare read it out loud, and my comments kept getting erased. It was... Erika Melendez. You know what, Erika? I don't understand it. It's funny because I see people on YouTube. I see people often changing their usernames in the chat, but not changing them like overall. Like what I'm saying is like, for example, Ordinary Pete. Let's say I upload a video and he comments on it and it says Ordinary Pete in the comments. But it says, but then tomorrow Ordinary Pete comes in and he wants to change his name to Not So Ordinary Pete just for the chat. I don't understand it. I don't even know how to do that. And I don't know if there's anyone in here actively right now that knows how to do that. What I'm saying is I've seen people that could change it temporarily, like just for stream, but then in all other instances, it's the same username. I don't know how to do that though. It seems like black magic to me. So I do feel bad. I do apologize. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to change their name on my account. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess, with the quickness, I read your name as Erica. Can I call you Erica? But yes, it wasn't me. YouTube constantly deletes comments that I never even saw. They have their own type of filters where if they feel like something is like a little too much on the fence or a little sketchy, they'll just go ahead and delete it themselves. It's been brought to my attention in cases where I've gone and looked and seen like, oh yeah, this is full of links and stuff that YouTube might see as spam and yeah, they're going to hold it back or whatever. And then I've seen comments when people bring it up and I look and it's like, why would they do? I don't understand it. YouTube is very weird, but I apologize. I apologize for making you feel like I ignored you. But it's good to be able to say your name out loud right now.
Family. 'Cause I got all my homies
Thank you,
with
Recon.
me.
Recon 4863. Recon 4863 just sent a Mexican martial arts membership to Undaunted Boy. Undaunted Boy. Thank you, Recon. I appreciate it. Congratulations, Undaunted Boy. And I remember Recon coming into the fold, if I remember correctly, not too long ago himself. And I just want to let you know, you, Recon, and everyone else tonight that has been such a blessing, just fantastic contributors, allowing me to do what I do and keep this thing going. I want to say thank you and show my appreciation, and at least be able to pay it forward to one person. And I want to gift somebody right now. I know you get it. Can you just say it once so I could get closure? And yes, you could call me Erica GM. Has me using my government name up in here. So I could, if I read real slow, if I read real slow as to not offend YouTube or anybody else, I could say, Topoda Madre. Topoda Madre. Now that can fly under the radar because you were strategic with your spelling. So I am grateful for that. I want to say congratulations, Madish. I apologize. I say congratulations and I apologize at the same time. Maji of Chimeria. I don't know if I said any of that right. Maji of Chimeria. You got the membership. Congratulations. I hope you go into the membership perks tab and you make the best of it. I am going to sign off now because my stomach hurts, like legitimately, and I don't know why. I ate like a pretty good amount of crushed peppers earlier. I've drank a lot of soda. I had some jalapenos. I've been sitting in a room for the past 4 hours of all the spray that I sprayed this place full of to kill the black widows. So I think it's just a very unfortunate cocktail. And I'm not feeling great. But let me read this for you. Maxim Taranovsky, but GM, tell me your opinion. Where do other light heavyweights fit into the rest of his story? Like Jan and Jiri can really get the... if Jiri could really get the fight with Stoneface even after 2 knockouts in the same round and time. I don't think... I legitimately, I'm not being a fanboy. I mean, I was literally telling you guys earlier that I kind of wanted him to lose. I do not think anybody in the light heavyweight division can compete with him. Where do other light heavyweights fit into the rest of his story? They're bridesmaids. That's an easy answer. All the other light heavyweights, where they fit in, they are bridesmaids. They are Justin Poiriers, they are Dustin Gaethjes, they are Tony Ferguson's, they are all bridesmaids. There's just no hope as long as he's there and as long as he does not have diarrhea. There's no chance. Very simple. Now, if he goes to heavyweight,
we are family.
Man, I believe he would be heavyweight champ too. I do not believe Aspinall has enough for him. Derek Lewis is too slow and hurt. Flat-footed. Serial Game, chale. I mean, maybe if John Jones comes back. But yeah, as it stands, I mean, he could get the heavyweight strap too. Recon 4863. Oh my goodness, it doesn't stop. Recon 4863 is coming through like Oprah. And not in like all the annoying ways. I'm saying in a good way. Wow. John Jones just said, wow, Alex, and said praying hands emoji. Wow. I mean, I guess it's good enough that someone has being in the state of mind that John, I know everybody hates John Jones, okay, but for John Jones to be in the state of mind he must be in right now with the brother that just passed away yesterday, and he's already acknowledging him with praying hands and stuff like that. That's okay. That's cool that he's like, because it's very easy to fall into a super dark place when something like that happens and not even touch your phone or get online or care about stuff like that because it's just super dark. But for him to be able to get on there and put anything, it's like, okay, he's still kicking around. I don't know. Recon 4863. Recon 4863 has blessed Fabricio, Brian McGarry, Jaquan Tiger, Beaky, and Anthony MMA. More people in this big, beautiful, growing family. Thank you, Recon 4863. Thank you. I am going to sign off. I am so glad I was able to pull that off. I pulled this off tonight. I can't even tell you how concerned I am. I am so glad that the Wi-Fi is working in here. I was extremely concerned about this. I didn't know what was going to happen. It did not have 1 second of hiccup, of failure, of hesitation. This was as perfect as it could be. No spiders. I'm so glad for the people that we had legends show up. We had people making cameos. Zach Hughes was in the chat. I am disturbed and heartbroken. And I hope Jane Caulfield is okay. Because there's a little piece of me, and I don't want to assume anything. I don't want to be full of myself. But there's a little piece of me that would think Jane Caulfield would at least manually check on a pay-per-view event. She would at least check to see if maybe I found a way to go live. So I'm legitimately concerned. I hope Jane's okay. I'm worried. Thank you for being here. Things are only going to get better and more active from here. I got plans. All the people that were here tonight were meant to be here. I'm glad for all of them. Zach, of all trades, still blessing us with his presence. Thank you so much. Moises Carvalho, thank you, bro. Zach, of all trades, so good to see you, bro. Thank you for being here, everybody. Keep checking in. You cannot trust the YouTube algorithm, the notifications. We've given up on them. Check in manually. I'm going to be working behind the scenes for you. Jane commented about 12 hours ago on a video. Well, that scares me because a lot could happen in 12 hours. I'm going to be positive. Thank you for being here. Again, you guys know this. I could say goodbye for 3 hours. Thank you for being here. It was fun. If there's any day that I'm going to be a little less active, it's probably going to be tomorrow because it's Sunday. But Monday, watch out. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out.